Oh my god, she's a weirdo.
Good morning. 'Tis I, Fat Cow, and various beasties in the background. I wanted to live this, but I investigated, and in order to react to another video on live in YouTube, it requires a third-party app, and I'm too old and it's too early for me to figure that stuff out. So my normal type of react to content made by Foodie Beauty that's been kind of jazzed up by myself in a desperate attempt to make it somewhat palatable. So, explanations. You're going to see a real-time video I did of paint drying in various corners throughout the stream that were filmed in real time as Foodie was being recorded by myself in real time, not sped up. So the comparisons are accurate. Additionally, I'm going to throw in random shit in between various parts because this really is an incredibly dull video. And some stuff to comment on. Not much though. Unfortunately, the finished product, which took me fucking hours, is 2 hours. And if I'm going to talk as well, it's going to be longer. So apologies for this. But you've got to work with what you've got. The original video from Foodie in its entirety was 3 hours. So the fact it's now 2 hours, because I sped it up, plus various things thrown in between, including ducks, speaks quite a bit. Anyway, let's watch this, shall we?
Oh my gosh, she's a weirdo. Just give me a second.
There's the paint being added. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? I made the chat bigger because I wanted to highlight some of the more prudent comments that went ignored for the most part. And, well, I did my best, is all I can say.
Okay, we'll go.
Obviously, white paint first.
Scrape, Kiki, Lady, Dragon, yeah. Enchanted Dragonfly. Oh, hi everybody.
I just steamed up my glasses.
She keeps bringing me this toy to throw. Watch, it says hot feline fine.
Literally the only toy that cat has. And a singular box. Round this time of year, you tend to acquire a number of boxes, and if you invested in some duct tape or parcel tape, you could cut some holes in various parts in various boxes and create what one would call a castle of some sort that cats really, really enjoy. There's a thought. Also, my cats liked scratching flattened out cardboard boxes like scratching posts. You know, the scratching posts that, according to Milk Tea, you could get really good ones from Walmart across the road, within walking distance, Foodie, for less than $30. No, it wasn't Milk Tea, it was Sansa. I apologise. Milk Tea pointed out your budgeting flaws and such. Sansa pointed out the gross neglect of that kitten in terms of providing it with things to keep it stimulated. Yes. You're my favourite person, Foodie, in the whole entire world. Indeed. Indeed you are.
Okay. You've been waiting for me all day, Shelby. Hi, sweetheart.
This is a dirty shea latte, which means it's actually coffee with black tea extract. It's a bit of a shock initially. It's also spiced, but you get used to it. And, well, caffeine is caffeine at the end of the day.
Amanda, everyone, low word vibes. I am cozy. Katrina, beans and cornbread. See, she just brought it back again. Are you funny? That's too cute. Oh my.
She does say you've got to stop playing because you'll wear yourself out, and I've been doing this for 15 minutes. You're that kitten's entire life. 15 minutes is nothing to the kitten, and the kitten will not get tired until it's obviously being tired. They're quite stubborn animals, cats, and when they don't want to do something anymore, they literally don't do it. So all the time while the cat is wanting to play, it's because it wants to play. It's not tired. You, which has been pointed out, your entire involvement with the cat is whatever you can do to interact with the cat as long as you're lying down.
God, she's so cute. Sending some cold weather, sure. Look, she's like a dog. Dog, you're gonna tire yourself out. I've been doing this for 15 minutes. Hi, shamrocks. I wish I lived closer. Caterpillar. Yeah, I was just being lazy, basically, and I was cold a bit. She plays fetch, literally.
Now, Foodie likes cold apartments. She has the AC down incredibly low, even in winter. So if Foodie is cold, that cat is cold. But the cat doesn't have the luxury of putting on clothes. Now, cats actually tend to run hot. You see, they like hotter, warmer places. And so the cat is by your side 24/7 to sleep, Foodie, because one, its bed is by an area that's very chilly, and two, you're the warmest thing in the apartment. No matter how unpleasant you might be to be near, you're warm. So that cat is stuck to you because your environment is not warm enough for the cat. That's why she sticks to you. Selfish individual.
Hey, user FS, is that Buttercup? Give me that toy. Ow. You're catching it? Her name is Baby Girl. The hoodie. Hoodie bees. Stinky Tinky. Stinky Tinky.
The paint is fresh. There's going to be another colour added in a minute. And then, you know, you can stop what you're doing. Stop focusing on that particular face. Stop focusing on this particular face. You don't need to read the chat because I will be highlighting the interesting bits, and there's not many. But the paint drying in the corner. Yes, there will be a winner at the end of it. One of the paints dries significantly better than the other two. I'm trying here. I really am.
Good girl.
So, Cookie Butter D3U. Yo, dude, this is stop paying these men. Take off the cosplay outfit. Realise these men just want your money. Stop waiting 6 months for a loser who wants your money. Wake up. Well put. Well, not well put. You know what I mean. But your point was valid. Your point is definitely valid. You've got to stop paying men. Stop pretending to be a faith you're not. Realise you're being used and wake up and move on.
Okay, take a break. Take a break. We've been... Hi, Pierre. I did not watch any movies today. Free to be kind. 40 degrees. Hey, Bumpy. Thank you. I know, but take a break. Hear this? Hello? Rudolph? My big cat Gary plays fetch. I thought that was pretty cute. Yeah, they can. Hi, BJ. I'm cleaning and painting my toenails to ensnare my soulmate. Erin, hello? Teardrop, hello! How are you this evening?
I didn't highlight any of Teardrop's stuff, but Teardrop apparently is not doing very well. Again. Yeah.
She was pant. Oh my gosh. Give me that! Give me that! Hey, October, she brought it right to me. Get it! Oh, shoot, she hit the wall. Because it's slippery. Are you okay? She just wants...
She's very concerned, obviously.
You want to see her?
Oh, look at that baby.
But she loves this box, so I keep it. And I gotta put my garbage out, I know. I gotta bring it to the garbage chute. A BBG. She's a BBG. Baby bear. She's so beautiful. Thank you. Give me that toy. I made beef stew. Really? She's fast at getting it. Bring it right back. Are you tired? She doesn't have a name yet. BBG. We'll call her BBG. Thank you, Miss Shamples. You can't take care of her? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're on different time schedules. Oh, I know you got sick too? I was hoping you wouldn't catch it, Teardrop. Oh, no, Easy P. Hey, Pink Clouds. She's most active, like, at night, but she's, yeah. Name her Nobu. Give me that toy. There's nothing like the love of a kitty. Nor Junior. You have your own bees? That's crazy. That's awesome. Little girl.
I've seen this in its entirety twice. Once while I was recording it at the same time as watching the paint dry, and the second time when I decided to add bits to, you know, soften the blow of how utterly dreadful this thing is. And I'm bored out of my noggin, absolutely, and I feel like I'm not providing anything vaguely entertaining while sat here in the corner pulling faces either. So I'm actually trying to figure out something else to do in addition to making this, I don't know, somewhat, you know, enjoyable. My mum got me this as a surprise for my birthday. It's a bit long because she gave me the necklace, but I knew I was getting the necklace because I chose the necklace, and so she sent this to me as a surprise because everybody deserves a surprise on their birthday. Anyway, yeah, brain cells are diminishing rapidly as I sit here.
We should call her LG for little girl because she's freaking cute. Cute hoodie, thank you. I had a hot shower, did some laundry. Oh, freaking tired. Oh, what? Name her Tristan Maddie.
I'm drawing little men on the paint. I was
Name
bored.
her DJ. No, I had this tattoo for like a few years now. Nadia the Fallen Beezer. Name her Miss Cooking Darling. Name her after like a random name from like people in the chat. Baby girl is just fine. BG13. BG13.
Random fat break. Fact, not fat break. Works though. Here we go. The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo discovered was over 30 centimeters long and over 2 liters in volume. Believed to be a Triceratops. A Tyrannosaurus rex turd. The fossilized dung, also named a coprolite, is helping scientists better understand what dinosaurs ate. I'm very sorry for that reading. I am literally losing IQ points. Anyway, there's a few of these. Ooh, there we go.
She's very hyper. Travonda. I had nashies. Carpenter bees. Oh yeah, you have carpenter bees. Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot. My memory is bad. Twitching foodie. Twitching foodie. She's making biscuits. Back bees out. Back. Hi, green grapes. You want to switch? Yeah, I need a backup. Wait. You know? Maple, Nico, and Nimble, and Bully. Those are cute. Cycle witch. That sounds like a plan. I don't know, probably just like being live and going to bed. You signed up for Twitch just for me? Thank you, Teardrop. Yeah, because like, you still want me to?
People are saying you might be safe since you're in Canada for the demonetisation. I think it's only affecting Americans so far because of the lawsuit at Foodie the Beauty. Oh, here we go. I did some research. Not demonetising only Americans. YouTube is not demonetising only Americans in its latest round of changes. The new policy, effective in July 15th, 2025, will target inauthentic content, which may include various videos from various creators from different countries. The particular incident thing that's affecting Girl World was actually implemented in 2023, coming under the umbrella of self-harm, or acts which encourage self-harm. That in itself is a global endeavour, because even if you were streaming from Canada, or in my case the UK, it is seen by Americans in America where the law applies, and YouTube being American falls under this regardless of where the content is shown. So no, Foodie's not safe. It is peculiar that she's still around, but I'm sure they're getting there.
your cat doesn't. Hey, Percy. Pete looks like Amanda Bynes. What? Shout out Rambo. Penny? No, she doesn't have a name yet. She's a hopeless case. Come here. Come see the people. She's gonna have her sister, Julia, someday, aren't you? I cannot give up on Julia. Won't you, Slayer? Hopeless cute. Thank you, Shamrock. Thanks, guys. Julie, in memory of J-Dot. Oh, yeah, J-Dot. Shady. Couples channel into a 24-hour cat cam. I don't know. I don't think that makes sense. If it would only be Americans. Because the terms of service apply to just on their platform in general. Hey, Shelly. I am. I'm getting Julia someday.
Bullshit.
I really hope I can.
Salah is giving her the impression that one day they'll be reunited and Julia will be part of the package of them being reunited. And she legitimately believes that because she's a fucking idiot.
Or maybe, unless, like, Salah, like, really wants to keep her, I don't know. I'll be really sad. No, my baby girl. Lord Foodie. Oh, that's a cute name. Julia will flag at the border for smuggling charges. Are you guys sure, like, half these people are actually demonetized? Like, Hungry Fat Chick, she just posted a video 2 days ago.
You can still post content when you're demonetised. You just don't get paid for it. Some people choose to continue after demonetisation because they give a shit. And some people, Amber, don't.
Kimmy. What's cracking? GB, Julia Fat Chick. Smudge? She doesn't look like a smudge, eh? Sam, yeah. My email is shantopoulos@gmail.com. CHANTOPOLIS. You need Twitch to follow you, and it was really hard for me to select profile pic and banner. That wouldn't reflect that on you. Well, that's true, Miss Blackwood, but we have to find a way. Like a private company or something. You're getting a hamster? Howie the second. Oh, no. Oh. I see. Hey, alien. Bijou. Hamtaro.
I can't even think what to draw.
No, she has a pug nose.
My brain is blurred. Look.
She's too cute for smudge. It's true.
Black paint drying quickest. How exciting.
You can still go live if you're demonetized. That's true, yeah, you can still make content, you just won't get paid for it. Hey, Becca. Hey, Missy Man. Lily, you miss the camels? You wish I was driving down Al Sabah Street right now, going to the Hardee's. I've gone days without eating out, actually. I have groceries here. Oh gosh, the BBJ, never. Sweaters from Pennington's. No way, Caribou? Oh my gosh. What? Did you bring me your toy? She really loves her that one toy, I don't know why. That and her blue ball. Why you love your blue ball? Actually, she does sleep with me, yes. I've discovered that. Community love reaction and vlogging. No. I don't. Yeah. She, I don't know, I must have moved, but I must have, like, hit her a little bit, like, she was sleeping here, and I heard, and it woke me up.
The amount of accidents she has with that cat is quite astonishing. But there again, she is a large mass that's not particularly nimble of foot and tends to slam themselves down on furniture. If that poor kitten was not on something soft, she would be seriously hurt. It's only because the sofa is boneless. The cat gets pushed temporarily into the sponge and then, you know, still isn't very good.
Like, oh, sorry. Named her Amy Rolling Dons. That was what? She is, yeah, she's also just a kitten.
Random fact break. Fact, oh, for God's sake. Chainsaws were first invented for childbirth. It was developed in Scotland in the late 18th century to help aid and speed up the process of sympathectomy, the winding of the pubic cartilage. And removal of disease-laden bone during childbirth. It wasn't until the start of the 20th century that we started using chainsaws to actually chop wood. Yes, it was a weird way of enabling doctors to do C-sections in a way. And when we say chainsaw, it's not like the brum brum thing. It's literally a chain that you hold either side and to do that with, to saw through. Very much like that woman in Audition used the wire to saw that man's foot off, if you want some reference. You're welcome.
But she is more playful than Julia ever was, it seems. Julia was playful, though. No, she loves her blue ball, too. It doesn't have any. Being powered by Diesel. Her personality is very funny. Are you, yeah, I know, oh yeah. The blue ball release spray. Yeah, weird Barbie. Queenie or Queenie. Almost 1 month without a name. Smudge? Minge? Minge. Why did I call her Minge? Not going to
Alright.
How did that be? Do you have anything safe for a car? Nope.
I can't speed it up
No,
on
maybe
this
200.
because I'm watching it on
Mom.
films and TV.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
raising and selling kittens.
Maybe I'll
Oh,
speed it up in the editing.
Can you imagine? I feel like Pete's right now because I have a big glass of tap water. You know Tinkerbell? The crayon factory on Sesame Street? I don't remember that. You make some? He's getting his back piece out. Good evening, honey. Bye, Edith. Ew, room temp water. I don't have an ice cube tray. Ow, ow, she bit me. Oh, ow. Yeah. Oh. What are you doing? What is it? Ew, you're stinky. You're smelling apart. What are you doing? She really does actually smell. You stink.
For the next live, I've got planned that I'm going to do a tally mark every time she says a word. You know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and film that while I'm recording it. Yeah. Or I was just going to see how many times I could write the word boring during it. Anything, really.
Maybe she just went for a crap not long ago.
There is some validity to the comment as to why the cat might be slightly excited after having a crap. Thanks, Foodie. Cats get the zoomies, or a little bit weird, after said bodily function because it stimulates the vagus nerve, which gives them a temporary high of euphoria. So yes, there's a reason your cat runs around like a banshee after using the toilet. Should be grateful humans don't do the same thing, because could you imagine every time somebody went to the bathroom they'd come out running around going yay for about 5 minutes? That wouldn't be very beneficial to society, let's say.
She's cute. Oh, I don't remember that area, but I love Sesame Street. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing for the weekend?
This, unfortunately.
Lady of the night. What's my favorite thing about the cat? Her personality is very funny. And for cross eyes, I like her cross eyes. It's a pretty famous clip. Oh. Waiting for snow. 12-hour shift tomorrow. Ew. Good luck. Grocery shopping.
It's a t-shirt.
Christmas market. Oh. Christmas party weekend. The weekdays are the exact same for me. Same here. We got the guest room. Are you having a guest? Teaching yoga, hiking. Mike, Millie Brown. Playing up for migraine. Farm boy. Winter market. Would you guys want to go to a winter market? We could do that.
Yeah, actually that would be nice. But much like the vlog you did of whether you went to that coffee shop or the Indian coffee shop with your aunt, and oh, there's my white pen. The entirety of that vlog was about 2 minutes. You'd go to the farmer's market, film a tiny bit, go home, then talk about it 2 weeks later, forgetting most of the stuff, and again we would be treated to, which is arguably more interesting content than this still, but oh look, the black paint's doing really well.
It's called Can't Do Anything After 10 a.m. On the scooter. You're on the top 8 viewers, buddy. DJ, snuffle up against me too. That's okay, Edith. No problem. Hey, Gary. We don't judge cochlear implants here. Oh, that was stupid. Bye, Olives. We're showing carriage ride. Hey, Emu. Ooh, Little Country Family. Every Thursday. Do you guys get snow teardrop? No, Lillian.
When I was a kid, I distinctly remember us getting shitloads of snow every year, to the point where we couldn't get to school. I also remember one year there were some really large fields behind my house, and I went to play in said fields in the snow, and I accidentally walked over some snow that was over a ditch, which I'd forgotten there were ditches around the circumference of the fields, and I went down into the snow to the point that I was actually completely covered. And now, apart from the beast from the east, was that pre-COVID? maybe, or around that time, you know, a year before or after, the beast from the east that prevented us going from to school additionally. We barely get anything at all. And yet there are people that think global crisis is a myth. Interesting. Or not. I'm pulling things out of my bottom currently.
Going for a hike Christmas.
Ooh, hello. Okay. Do you have any activities planned for streams now that you can show your apartment? Or in other words, you don't have not doxing yourself as an excuse anymore, so surely you can do something more interesting than this. There's my answer.
Organic. Ooh. No, none of us have worms. Woohoo! Thanks, Mike. What the BBJ? What the fuck? Merlin Ragdoll? Really, Tizzy? Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Matt, do you ever get a snowy tornado? Like a snow tornado? This cloud couch is gonna be destroyed. She's playing fetch, yeah. BBJ. The young and the beast list that you went in non-stop reading. Do I still dream about driving the Kia? Sometimes. Hey, Harley Quinn, actually. Like Sharknado, but with snow, exactly.
Oh, Beauty, that's a sad title. Are you feeling lonely, girl? Deflection. I think this video, the oh, woe is me, please feel sorry, although she couldn't maintain the facade, is to kind of distract people from the fact that she's actually living in relative comfort. Yes. Foodie is a somewhat sneaky individual and not to be trusted, and I dropped my pen. And, well, Foodie is who Foodie is, and yet we still watch her and talk to ourselves. Yay!
Hey, Mitchell! Yuck, morning star. What was that noise? She's just scared. She does not want to stop playing. Hey, Charles, what are you doing? Yes, Casey. I don't know if I tried. I like tanned. If these have a holiday, I'll know where we go. I know you're doing. Got it. Got it! I should go take out the garbage, eh? I'm so lazy today. I have to bring the recycle as well. Gym one.
This that we're watching is sped up to 1.75. This is sped up. The entirety of this was 3 hours. And if you can raw dog this, which I did while recording the paint drying, I was doing other stuff at the same time while I was sat here. You have to be doing other things while listening to this. You have to, or else you would go insane. In fact, I think anybody who needs to get information out of other people should shut them in a room with Foodie's live streams, not sped up. I don't think it would take the best part of half a day before the individual in question would give up secrets.
You made a roast? Should I take? Oh, you just reminded me. Really?
Reminded her of what? We don't know. Anyway, what can you possibly expect from Foodie?
CC? CC? The museum Thursday? Maybe, inshallah. Thanks, Chrissy. You won't say the word Pete, no. You won't say any of my weird words that I made up. I don't know why. Of course I'm gonna have goals. Hey, something Ravishing. My fitness palette is sad to use, eh? It's like, Aw, thank you, Rania. I appreciate that. If I could turn back time. Casey, yep. You're crossfaded? Oh. Banana pudding, Rice Krispie treats. He calls me Fizz. That's true, he does call me one of his own things. I didn't do anything today. No, he did in the BBJ. Yeah.
The Psycho Witch made banana rice pudding crispy treats. Yay.
Just talk to some family. Did some cleaning up, some laundry. Had a shower. Spent some time with this little Dorcas. Dorcas! I'm gonna call her Dorcas. Are you a Dorcas? What? What's your toy? And pretty much that's about it, even though I probably should do a lot more with my days. Oh, and I was watching some people's live streams in the background. Chubby youth. I know, I miss Chubby you, Chubby.
For what it's worth, this is what I have on my desk when I need to draw or sew.
Chubby. No caribou. What did you ever have? Did you ever have your MRI? The one you were supposed to have there?
Ew, spooky. I should start telling horror stories, shouldn't I? Once upon a time, there was a gargantuan behemoth of an individual called Chantal Marie Olive Thoreau. Mwah.
Remember? Are you cute? What should I do with this, guys? Should I throw it? What should I do?
Shove it up your ass.
You feel guilty and fat. Aw, what is KFG? Oh, KFG? Oh! Screw, go stop it! Oh, no. Is that going to be hard for you to go? So they know, like, you knew about that because of the tumor, but, like, did they see any changes? Can they, like, do they analyze the tumor, or?
They're talking about teardrop, by the way. Anyway. Teardrop is an unfortunate individual.
Throw it really far. I don't have a big apartment. Christmas lights. Yes, we're going to do it when I get a car. It'll be close to Christmas, but so what? You're at Steak and Shake? Oh, shoot, teardrop. If anything happens to you, I swear. Oh, you're going to bed for your grapes?
The light was making me very hot. So, yeah, my multitasking abilities are somewhat diminished while doing this. Please forgive me and my effort to keep you guys entertained, but alas, 'tis the curse of Foodie Beauty. Now I'm all sweaty.
Oh, that's too bad. I don't do tarot cards. Hey, Kasha. Kentucky Fried Kevin. Cat and Westy Spoons. Thanks, Joan. Yeah, I did pumpkin. Hey, Nesrine. This is my ham. She's bringing me her toy again. Listen, ma'am, you need to relax. You're going to be very tired.
In other words, I'm bored of interacting with you. Just basically fuck off, please. I'm busy.
You have a cat dog. I have a dog. What? Oh, what? You should see her face. Her pupils are like this big waiting for me to throw it. Go on, you predator. I have a dog. No, maybe if she was a guy, it could be BJ.
It was this point I decided to go online and find a tarot reading for Foodie. And so I did the thing. What's Foodie's future? I know it's thrilling, isn't it? At that point I stuffed up and fate chose the 3 cards for me. So let's get the answer, shall we? What is Foodie's future according to this really reliable and totally legit online tarot reading? Her mind, past or background got the Judgment card, which means the appearance of this card advises you to look at your situation and question what opportunities you have at this time to change yourself and thus open a new chapter of your life. You may have put in a lot of work already. You are now being offered a chance to completely transform your situation, however. Yeah, okay. You merely need now to recognise it and act upon it. Ha! And that's the problem, isn't it? The acting upon it. Body, present, problem. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups suggests you may be seeing current issues in an oversimplified way, or such as, if only I get better, or healthier, or do this. That's all I have to do is just, everything. This card advises you to see as much of the equations as you can, or at least recognise that there are things you don't yet know. Foodie not knowing shit? Oh no, the thought of it, terrible. Be honest with yourself about ways in which you hide truths from yourself. I don't think that's going to happen. Does knowledge ever try to creep into your consciousness but is held back by a side of you that doesn't want to mess or fuss? Does knowledge ever try to make its way into her head? Surely it would get lost. Anyway, now is the time to gently allow that knowledge to sneak in. It may be more difficult to admit truth than to remain blissfully ignorant. That is very accurate. But truth will eventually find its place. It might as well be now. Spirit, future, advice, the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles advises you to remember that if you have more than enough for your needs at this time, love, friendship, money, work, etc., be careful not to get too complacent. So if you have a really nice apartment, enough money to pay for it, tons of food whenever you want, and excessive amounts of gummies, don't get too, comfortable, foodie. You may not have the means to keep this going. Around the corner could come a knock. If you have not treated people well during your times of abundance, they are not likely to run to your aid when times are rough. Oh, I like this website. Try to be as generous as you can. Remember, there are many things we take for granted, but which may be lacking from others' lives, like fucking money, being comfortable, paying bills, that kind of thing. If you have blocks against giving, become aware of them and work to change so that you will always feel able to give something. Not just in order to receive, but because your heart and sense of security will feel better for it. Well, I can't imagine Foodie taking notice of any of this stuff at all. But that turned out a lot better than I thought, because I just filmed it. I didn't read it at the time, and this is my first time reading it. And Fat Cow is somewhat amused. I told you I tried to make this more interesting. I know I'm failing. The paint drying is going well, though. Black's doing really well.
Juice, match booth, kick off your Sunday shoes, have green tea at bedtime. Really, Nursery? Let me see her playing. No.
My washing machine's having a hissy fit.
I tried to throw it really far. Yeah, she just runs again right now. What? Stop reading it to Mom. Oh, what is it? Read it. She takes her job very serious. Why are you funny?
The cat playing is now become content. And she's probably only doing it when live now to prove what a good owner she is. If you remove this flagrant display of I care for my cat, look at me crap, and all the time she doesn't speak, you'd be lucky to get maybe 20 minutes of content. And if you removed anything she said that was either reading out a comment or replying to a comment, in other words, any thoughts that came out that she grew herself, her lives would be 5 minutes maximum.
Hey, Chloe. Shrimpy. Remember all the junk food in Kuwait that I would eat? Shrimpy. Come see everybody. Come here. Oh.
That's my Muppet dance. I don't know why I did my Muppet dance. Do you remember how they used to go? Anyway.
What? She loves that toy. Get your toy. Yep. Maybe the healthy food now. Oh my gosh. Oh no, teardrop, really? Shoot. Call her Simple Biryani my way. She thinks spooky. Simple Biryani! That's great. Mashed potatoes are really good. How can you forget that? I'm just joking. Oh yes, pumpkins. They must love the fling. So, give me that toy. Go get it.
Ooh, one of the commenters said they've forgotten how good mashed potatoes taste.
We've been seriously doing this all night. Look.
You said 15 minutes, love.
Alright. You're doing it fast. You wash your chicken. Sometimes no. It depends if it has like a bit of that slimy on it, or it's like, you know.
When your meat starts to feel slimy, it means it's started to go off, by the way. It's not meant to feel slimy. Especially deli meats. When they're slimy, throw them away.
Under dressers, yeah. I know, CC. You think I need a hip replacement? Oh wow. With vinegar, gingers, iftar beef and potatoes with fluffy rice. Yes! The soup bowl from Frischweiler. What's my shoe size? 8.5.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Interesting in brackets, obviously. Between American and UK clothing sizes for women. Shoe sizes. Say, for example, Foodie, oddly enough, is a size 8.5, which UK equivalent would be 6.5, because shoe sizes are bigger in America, as in the number's higher for the same size than in the UK. Excuse me, I take a size 7, which means me, at 5'7", is half a size, whereas half a size larger than Foodie at 5 foot, barely 1 inch probably. She was 1 inch before she fucked up her spine. She's probably nearer 4'11" point something, because I've lost an inch in height due to spine issues, and so she's definitely lost height as well. So Foodie wears half the size smaller than I do, if we convert her 8.5 into UK sizes. But the clothing sizes is the reverse. So if I said I wear a UK size 18, that, go back to, would be an American size 14. So I always found it kind of funny that I wear size 18 and have size 7 feet in UK, but in America that would be a size 14 with size 9 feet. And I thought that kind of conjured up an image of being a smaller person with enormous feet. Yeah, I know. I'm trying! Yeah, but anyway, it's reverse. American shoe sizes appear larger, clothes sizes appear smaller. And my feet, I wear almost exactly the same size shoes as Foodie, because her feet have been somewhat compromised by her size, and therefore... why have I even talked about this? Why did they even ask what your shoe size is in the chat? I mean, they are clutching at literal straws here. I really hope I'm recording this, because if I'm not, I'm going to lose my bloody mind.
Really weird, Barbie. Yeah, we can't speak Caroline. My feet are only 8.52 because they're wide. Otherwise, they would probably be like a 7, 7.5. They're not long. You have us all as friends. Would you ever want to randomly speak to us over the phone? You're 6.5? Wow. Not really. Yeah, I don't have EBJ. Itsy bitsy feetsies. A toy spider. Aw. And film balls. Where's your toy? Where? Yeah, I usually get wide if they have it. Like 8.5 wide. Usually Pennington's does. But they usually only have like Skechers brand. How was your top recap? Yeah. Oh. It's a lot of knowing that cool. Spotify? What is that? She can wear kid shoes, ECP? Was I in the recap, really? No, of course not. Pennington's. Oh, you each? Okay, it's personified, okay. I thought it was like famous or something. Well, I'm famous to you, God. Thank you guys, for those of you who are my loyal beezers. I appreciate you guys. The jeans don't fit me well. They always...
In other words, the size 28 American, which is UK size 32, by the way, jeans that she brought didn't fit. For which I said they didn't fit earlier, because she showed them. Then the next time she went live, somebody asked about them, and she just said, no, I'm not wearing them. And that was the end of the topic, which means she couldn't get them on. So, American 28, UK 32. For which I did a bit of an analysis, and in order to wear an American 28 or a UK 32, you had to have hips that were 64 inches in diameter. And at 5'1", she's 61 inches tall. So Foodie is wider than she is tall. She is wider than she is tall by 3 inches or more, because it's based on a pair of jeans she can't get into. Think about it, being wider than you are tall.
Go down when I walk.
They go down while you walk because they don't fit. You can't actually get them over the parts it's meant to go over. Oh, I could show you my various cow stuffies. I'll do that. Well, we'll watch him.
Really, Barbie? Really, you know? Hey, where is Snuggly? That's great. Penningtons used to be, really? I had no idea. The spirit of Penningtons is among us. Oh my goodness, I can't. You're too...
This one, Squishmallow, is called Dave. Not my name for it. Dave apparently likes classic rock. Okay. Yes, Squishmallows. They love a Squishmallow. This one, I took the tag off so I don't know its name. Anyway, isn't she lovely?
So cute. You guys have to see this. Are you done? I keep this box for her, see there's like a hole here. She loves the box. Here, I'll throw it. Oh no. Well, she'll bring it. No, she brings it right back.
Lisa, spelt L-I-L-A-Z.
Oh my goodness, you're a good girl.
She likes romantic novels.
Okay. She's a good girl, huh? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You go now. I'm doing it, I guess.
Of course, not a cow, but
There's
something
no
I
point
had
in
to
putting
get.
things, decorations down there in the TV.
Cthulhu.
There's a picture of my mom and I knocked over. And there's no point, like, she'll just knock it over every night, so I just... Did you bring me your toy?
At one point, a long time ago, I started I don't know what the name was, doing things to Girl World, Monster High dolls. I bought a lot of second-hand Monster High dolls off eBay, and a lot of Monster High doll parts. And I started, changing their appearances. And this was one of them.
You brought me your toy. Did you? Hey, casual vlogger. Let's do a field trip, taking the trash out. So I have to bring some of the garbage downstairs, recycling and compost, and then the other type of trash into the chute. Hey! Wait. Over here. Hey.
This is felting. Felting is basically you take wool that is raw, it's coloured and treated, but it's basically just fluff, and you stab it with a barbed needle until it starts matting, much in the same way as dreadlocks, and it starts creating shapes. There was another thing I was into for a bit, and I do have one project that I have to finish, but it's really huge. But this I'm about to show you was, let's tell you how I made it. I had a skull thing which I covered in cling film and then wrapped in masking tape, and then I cut it off and cut it into various ways until it would lie flat to create a pattern. I then used that pattern to sew a skull plushie shape in felt. I then stuffed it, and I then used the felting material to create patterns on it. And this is all felting. This is all made from wool that has been stabbed repetitively with barbed needles until it mats. Now I have a significantly bigger one than this that I've been working on and off. Working on, yes, that's right, for a long time, because I am the queen of unfinished projects. Once it's finished, I think I will put it up for sale in my shop, because it is an endeavour. But this is all felting. It's all wool that's been stabbed. It's quite a therapeutic hobby, stabbing things repeatedly, until you actually stab yourself. That is, of course, that's not so much fun.
Nice. Tag me. Okay. And she posted her box. She loves that box, so I didn't throw it out yet. But when I want to throw it out, I just bring it downstairs. I've been doing anything interesting lately. Not very much, no. I'm just, enjoying home life right now, trying to get into living by myself, and,
Again, I'm deflecting. There. I dug out some old sketchbooks of mine the other day, and many unfinished stuff in there. But I'll show you some of the pictures while this continues.
I don't want to take her box, but it looks trashy. But that's okay. What's teardrop name? What's a cute name? Oh, India. Yeah, that is a cute name. She knocks your stuff over. Starting to settle in here. I'm starting to feel like more and more normal, like living without Salah,
Bullshit.
So, yeah, she likes boxes. That's why she loves this one from my Swiffer. Let's look at a facial kind of. Hi. Oh. Like you might. No. I had my nose pierced twice. I don't know. I would do it again. Stop playing with the stuff around the TV. What's this? She's not done beezing. Pumpkin, she will beeze all night and all day, I'm telling you. Hey! She's destroying my thing from the farmer's market. I don't know what to call her when I'm not having. Mouse! Hey! Baby girl! DG! DG-13! I'm getting her fixed next one. DG-13. She's been teasing for a while. Yes. 2 years. Julia was hyper. Honestly, of all the cats I remember holding, I think it was the naughtiest. She's had. When she was like, she was terrible. BBJ. I miss Julia. Me too. I miss her smushy face. Oh, baby girl. But anyways, who knows what happens in the future? You know.
Now, I was going to say something very grim about being found on your clout couch, probably a few weeks after your demise, having been somewhat eaten by your cat. I mean, come on, it does happen. It does happen. If it was going to happen to somebody, you know.
What's your favorite feels? Orange boys. Does she remind me of PBJ? A little bit, maybe. She doesn't even go here. Salah can bring her. So that's a good idea. That would be such a long process. PBJ, she just stood there, purring. Fat Albert. Oh my gosh, Sushi girl, that's so cute. Really? I don't want to play that fetch anymore. I have to? Okay. You want to play fetch? I have like a bunch of Meg from Syria, like Met Warner. Few months, should be, a couple months I think. So, but yeah, we have to wait for our medicine to years. So, no, I should be cool, but I don't want to fall. I have an appointment next week to find out about if I get coverage or not. Yeah, I'm trying to take it seriously. Nope. Oh, please. Peace water.
Random fact break. Ants don't have lungs. They instead breathe through spiracles, 9 or 10 tiny openings, depending on the species. This was a discussion I had in the car once with one of my children about whether insects actually breathe or not, in the way we understand breathing, obviously. And then it went on to, do they have lungs? Do they even have hearts? You know, and that kind of thing. You're welcome.
Yeah, just block each other.
For my birthday, my eldest got me 2 books that I asked for. Yay. And yay.
You're right though, Casey is like negative like 99% of the time. You can't all be chill like me. I didn't know either that you lose your own hip. That makes sense.
In case anybody was even remotely interested, my favourite book of all time, well, books, is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've read the trilogy in 5 parts till the book has fallen apart, and then bought it again, and then again, and now I have a box set.
I mean, how did I not know that though?
Teleport. Excuse the clown pants, they're my pyjama bottoms. Okay. I have just randomly grabbed, now my kids are too old for horrible histories now, but I like the books, so I kept the books. So that little section there is horrible history books. So I've just grabbed one. This is The Cutthroat Celts, and I'll just read from that every now and then.
House projects? I know.
Did you know, from the ancient laws of Hywelda, we know that medieval Welsh kings had a servant known as a foot holder. Believe it or not, the foot holder held the king's feet! Exclamation mark. From the time the king sat down to eat his evening meal, the foot holder took the king's feet in his lap and held them till he went to bed. While the king's feet were off his kingdom, he could relax. He wasn't king for a while. The foot holder had the power. Criminals could ask the foot holder for a pardon, and he would probably allow them to go free. The king would have had to punish them. That last bit didn't make any sense, but okay.
I don't feel bored because like I know there's like so many things that I should be doing and that like I could do and I have to do. So I don't feel bored. It's just I just feel like I just need some a little tiny bit of time to just settle in, figure things out, get set up. Getting set up like with a network. We want to be your friend. Or at the AMBN? Give me that, Tony. Motivation, yeah. That's the thing, spooky girl. I just moved. Hi, Saber. Back to Canada, and I just still can't believe I'm here. So, I still haven't fully processed that we're not in Kuwait. I've been to Syria, which was so weird. Life was pretty hard in Syria. Does Syria feel like a fever dream a little bit? I always, I remember shutting the one door that leads to the kitchen. They have like these like wrought iron doors. I think it's wrought iron anyway. They're like metal doors. And I remember shutting the door and thinking, like, soon you won't ever be shutting this door again. And it was just like weird.
She's so dramatic in her head about her life, like a Jackie Collins novel, but without the bit, you know, the saucy bits, or the teenage romance novels, I'd imagine. This is the last time I'll ever shut this door. This is the last time I'll ever eat roasted chicken from this particular establishment. This is the last time I'll fart on this particular sofa. Anyway, did you know the Celts had a law against damaging trees, but your punishment depended on what sort of tree it was? You were in deep trouble if you harmed an oak, apple, ash, hazel, yew or fir tree. It was less serious if you damaged an alder, willow, birch or elm. I guess it depended on the value of the wood, but that's just an educated guess.
I think that then, but I was like happy. But now it's like weird, like kind of miss that the word. What? Where's your toy, sweet angel? If I didn't come back, I would never have gotten this sweet little devil. Angel. Like memories. I wasn't like worried for my safety until that one time I was really paranoid, but I didn't feel like myself then. I don't know, like that was weird. But other than that, I wasn't really worried. Like I didn't feel worried other than that moment.
Ooh, this is interesting. The Celts were skillful sailors and needed a good sense of direction. After all, they didn't want to sail over the edge of the world, which, as we could see, is flat. But the Celtic sailors didn't describe directions as north, south, east or west. They used colours. The sun rose in the purple and the midday was in the white. And then there's this little chart here that shows you east purple, west is pale. Pale. Oh, look, north east is either dark or speckled. Right, yeah. I can see why we develop names for stuff later on.
She's demanding. Look at this. She's literally demanding. Well.
She is being a fucking kitten. All babies and young living things need attention.
Can you see us? Oh. Here you go. She was demanding, like, throw it. That was scary, yeah. Syria was supposed to be temporary.
I'm confused because I thought Syria was always supposed to be temporary. Just going to reply to this and then I'm going to reply to the reply. I think that was a plan. Temporary until Salah got out of Canada, eh?
We weren't not fully decided about anything. I don't know if we really had decided. I think we were just going with the flow, but like I couldn't deal. I couldn't deal, man. I couldn't deal.
Syria was the plan for Foodie, having failed her first attempt at living in Canada until Salah could come over with immigration. She decided, I'll just stay in Canada until it's time to try for immigration. And obviously we know the point that she could try for immigration was October of this year when she finished her bankruptcy payments. The plan was to either her stay in Canada, pay off the bankruptcy and then apply for him to come over, and then she's like, I can't do this, so she went to Syria to stay until she paid her bankruptcy, which she would continue to stay in Syria while applying for the immigration she could now apply for now that the bankruptcy was paid for, because if you have any debt with bankruptcy you cannot apply for a spousal visa at all. But she said she couldn't deal with it, and so this is plan C, a reattempt at plan A, which is go in Canada and then do the application for immigration from here, but unfortunately apart. See, that was all well and good until Salah has obviously, very obviously realised, much as he wants to go to Canada, he doesn't want to go to Canada with her. He hasn't given up on his dream, he just doesn't want to do it with her.
I'll let him know. So. Hi, Stinky Fart.
Perfect time to stop and say, the Celtic day began at nightfall and ended with the fading light. Similarly, the year began in November with the dying plants and sprang to life in the spring. It made sense to them to see that death as the start of your existence and life as its end.
I should call her Fart Fart. Dear dog, man. Yeah. Well, don't touch me. Leave me alone.
She's getting bored with the cat. You know, the pet she got. She's going to comment on later, and what she says, quite frankly, is a bit shit.
Who's that? Hey, birds from Nova Scotia. Hey, kitty toys. So what's the keyboard? Sometimes. Yeah. Paddington's Ghost.
I don't know how many times I prepared to do this kind of thing in an attempt to make Foodie's content marginally more interesting, and I'm not entirely convinced I'm doing this successfully. See, the black paint's almost dry now. At best, it could be a once a week thing for a Sunday, because I worked on it yesterday. I had to record it initially, which was 3 hours. I then went through it again to add bits, which was more hours, and by the time I got to the point that I thought I could go live, turns out I can't watch this and go live without a third-party app. My brain hurt and I went to sleep. So this might be a one-off, for which you're all probably saying thank goodness, because the last thing we want is an extended cut of Foodie with lots of breaks from myself. But still, this was a monumental task that took up far too much of my day, quite honestly.
Fetches. I do miss Shisha. I miss my gas stove and my one pot. I had one banged up pot that would, because of the way the gas stove was, it would burn every time I would look in it. So like every day I had to take steel wool and scour the pan till it was silver again. But I don't know, like somehow it made the food taste good. The food here is weird. The oven is weird here. It's like not super hot or something. Hey Charlotte. White Rock concert. Yeah, Gingers. Thanks, Teardrop. The heat, Izzy, right? The beat up pots, yeah. I don't know, I think they're I don't know if they're aluminum or they're really light. Let's go to a second. Okay, let's get a banged up pot. But basically, like, just carrying a toy around here. Yeah. I would always just cook whatever, like start by putting a bunch of ghee and onion, garlic, tomato paste. Oh. Mm-hmm. And I would always make coffee. Cook little coffee things. That I'll probably do for life. It's easy and it's delicious coffee, man. Yeah. In the future, like, I don't know. I'll just bring the cat. I don't know what my future is. I like not knowing. Do you bring your toy? You surrender your toy. Shanty.
Ooh, random fact break. Huh, this is appropriate. Being bored is actually a high arousal state physiologically. This is because when you are bored, your heart rate increases. I can't find my heart. Oh, hello. Well, I'm not dead.
So yeah, I missed some of the food there. The Farouche Mishri. Every day, either the crispy, the roasted, or the Farouche Mishri. Hey, Bear. You don't think she's demonetized? Oh, good. Oh, she's not demonetized. Scrape, you know what? It never struck me as an extreme choice to be there, ever. Isn't that crazy? I was in like a anywhere but here. No, that's not true. I wouldn't have been anywhere. I didn't hate Canada.
You would live in a pit of feces if it meant there was a man in the pit with you.
Just like, I don't know. I still want to explore more of the world, like when I'm ready to. So, at some point, we will go somewhere else. You want to see me Vogue? Mm-hmm. You still Yvonne? You want to stay Yvonne? Because you like the bug. Julia always bit me. I want something different.
All your cats have always bitten you. My cats, nope. Not a one.
Running away? Yes, I was running away from my problems. Yes.
Running is not the most appropriate word to use. You were, hobbling. Let's use a word you've used recently, shall we?
Running away. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like I married Salah very fast. So.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was very honest of you. Yeah. Okay. Bravo, Foodie.
But I grew to really love him, and We built a little cozy like
You grew to love him, so all that bullshit earlier about you loving him right at the very beginning before you'd even left was bullshit. Gosh, what a surprise.
together. I can't believe she fetches.
Deflection.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did get all my videos. Really, Bear Barbie? Memories that I'll always keep in my heart? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hi, Stinky, you. Do I miss a lot? Of course, yeah, I do. Every day gets easier, though, and when I first came here, it was really bad. It's like, what? I'm all by myself. You have to brush your cat's teeth. What? Oh, yeah, it was really bad. Come on. Her tail, I feel like it's gonna be so bushy. It was so cute. She's so friendly, I love that so much. Oh, thanks. Rover.
Did you know when an emperor died, the Incas would often pluck out his eyebrows and throw them to the wind as a gift to the gods? Okie dokie.
Hi, Rover. Reverse psychology. Yep. Boy names are easier, I find. She just like purrs and purrs and purrs, like if she's like within my vicinity. But she's
Well, when she's in your vicinity, you can hear her purring. When she's not in your vicinity there, you can't hear her purring, so she probably purrs other times as well. Also, interestingly, cats purr to self-soothe when they feel distressed, so don't assume the purring is because she's happy.
even if she's sleeping. It's great. Yeah, I didn't have AC for like a long time. When I first got to Syria, when we were in that apartment with no AC, oh my gosh, the room we had to sleep in, oh, so hot. Hey, check uses. Just tear to them. And then use that money to buy a bunch of Whoppers. I would have died, like, actually. No, if I lived, you can. If I lived in Kuwait, I remember being in Kuwait when I first got there, laying in bed, scrolling TikTok, and seeing facts about the world, and the hottest country, and like the hottest place or something was like Kuwait, and I was just like, I shouldn't have a lot like we're in the hottest country in the world. Like, yes, in the summer. I was like, in the world, like, you know, I know it's hot, but not, you know. I hate the summer in Canada, can you imagine? Yeah. Silver saw, right? Did I hate the visa hopping? Sometimes, it depends on how I felt. Most of the time I was excited because I would like just, you know, go somewhere on a trip by myself with like a nice break. So I would be like, don't spend, you know, stupidly. Like, yeah, sure, bye. And then I would like go and buy something right away. Something stupid right away. With the gift shop. You want to go hang out at nighttime on the treadmill or something? Like, what? Oh.
Okay. Roman soldiers. Oh, hello. Sorry. Chantal's community has given her thousands to better her life, and now that you got her there, excuses prevail and we're still on the couch. Has anyone accepted that what you prayed for isn't going to happen?
Yeah.
It's not. Never. Ever. Ever. And people aren't catching on, which is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Right. Punishments for Roman soldiers. If you were lazy, the punishment would be decimation of a unit. 1 man in every 10 is executed, and it's where the word decimation comes from, the deci bit meaning 10. Falling asleep on duty meant you had to sleep outside the safety of the camp. If you ran away during a battle, you would be given the worst food rations possible. Rough barley instead of good corn, basically. If you put your unit in danger, the punishment would be death by beating. If you ran away with your unit, it'd be death by stoning. Which I guess is technically different than being beaten to death. Possibly takes longer? I don't know. Both sound quite unpleasant.
The last time, remember, because I was like, when I left Kuwait, I was like all paranoid, like at the airport, like, hey, I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, I'll message you on my security. And I was like all worried they were gonna, like, because of the thing with pause. So they like let me through with like a smile, like nothing. And then I went, I made it through.
See, there she's admitting she was genuinely concerned leaving Kuwait because of the whole pause thing incident, and then she brushes it off as it's nothing afterwards. She genuinely, legitimately thought she was in trouble with the law. But now she says they were going to leave Kuwait anyway, and it just made the plan faster, and we were never in trouble. But right now you're admitting you were scared when you were leaving Kuwait that something would happen to you. Interesting.
I'm gonna keep raising canes, and I'll talk to you later. And that's when I went to Canada and rented that place from that guy. You were nervous for me. And then, but there were other things. We were almost certainly going to be leaving Kuwait, so it kind of just sped things up a bit. But
anything to do with the fact that your activities shone a spotlight on Salah with the authorities, and Salah was definitely, in my opinion, up to some seriously shady shit under the front of the perfume business.
they were disguised. No, nothing happened. And then set up everything in a new apartment. Not everything. I didn't have much. All men I did.
See, she retracted her "I set up everything" and then immediately changed the narrative, which means she was pretty set up.
That apartment's so bad. I want to keep those other things private, so that's why I haven't said them, obviously.
Salah's shady shenanigans in Kuwait, perchance. Money laundering. In my opinion. In my opinion.
You know. No thought with displeasure. The freedom? Yeah, the freedom is good. Freedom is good. Because I would always, get annoyed a lot with,
having to adapt to the culture and its rules? Perhaps. And yet, this is what Foodie's doing with her newfound freedom. This. You go, girl.
But yeah, I don't know. I wish they had, spit through there. Washing the floor was extremely hard in Syria.
Random fact break. Your brain burns 400 to 500 calories a day. That's about a fifth of your total energy requirements. Most of this is concerned with the largely automatic process of controlling your muscles and processing sensory input, although some studies show solving tricky problems increases your brain's metabolic requirements too, but not Foodie's brain.
When you're out of shape, frig. Well, oh well. Okay.
Ooh, that's hot.
I do wish I could have kind of both worlds, sort of.
You want this with Salah fetching and carrying for you and doing the groceries and ordering takeaways and going to the door to get the takeaways and that kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't know. like, you know, live somewhere else part-time and live somewhere else part-time, but that's just, I don't know. It's hard to do when you have pets, you know, so I need to be...
So why get a pet?
You can, for this little lady. Round as a shape. There's the name Snow growing on me a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, God bless you, bear. That's an amazing thing to do for the homeless people. Feeling great getting a cat. Honestly, like, my gut initial is to say yes. I would say it was impulsive. But at the same time, like, kind of necessary. Like, I don't think that I could have gotten through this without her.
One, it's quite arguable to say that you haven't necessarily gotten through anything because of your excessive use of gummies. You're just not facing up to anything. You're just burying your head in the sand. You're pretending things are all right, and that's not the cat. That's the gummies. Two, your only concern seems to be what the cat does for you. It's again an incredibly transactional relationship, as is all your relationships in every way, shape or form are transactional. You're only with people or spend time with people or give people any attention if it's in your benefit or your favour. So your relationship with your pet currently is transactional, and every pet has been transactional. Every relationship has been transactional. Even your relationships with your family is transactional. It's what you can get from them.
And she's really good company, and I love her. Sweet baby. But I don't know. You know, it'll make like the idea of traveling ever way more tricky.
As if you're going to fucking travel. And by travel, you mean get on a plane and go to another location for which you will sit on a sofa or a bed in a hotel room. Which isn't fucking travelling, it's changing location. Your days of being able to even get on fucking planes are numbered, sweetheart. You're not travelling anywhere apart from possibly, you know, elbowing your way back into Syria and then throwing a hissy fit and coming back to Canada. And that ain't travelling, that's just changing fucking location.
As usual, like, I'm like done, but it's like, I don't know. I know, I'm gonna take very good care of her. Hey, sweet girl.
Ooh, this is a good bit. I took a narcissism test on behalf of Foodie, answering in a manner that I believe is very consistent with Foodie and her thought processes based on my observation and how long I've been, you know, watching this particular specimen. Bet you can't guess what the result is. I often fantasize about having unlimited success, power or beauty. I clicked strongly agree. I have missed the other ones. I'm going really, really fast. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I get angry when I don't get what I want from others. I get annoyed when another person steals my whatever. It's hard to show vulnerabilities. I like to show off. I have a lot to learn from other people. I'm not satisfied until I get everything I deserve. Everything I answered strongly agree. A couple just agree. And a few was meh. I think there was one disagree. No strongly disagrees. And the results are as follows. Dun, 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 dun. Well, no, there's still more questions. Haha. I take pleasure in the failure of my rivals. I expect special treatment from others. I start to feel badly about myself when I go unnoticed. I think I'll be famous someday. All I want is to be reasonably happy. Find it easy to manipulate people. I tend to disregard the feelings and needs of others. I have authority over others. It's important to me. When others can sense my true needs, I feel anxious and ashamed. If I ruled the world, it would be a better place. Score the test. Very high. You exhibit highly narcissistic behaviours. Your results indicate that you have qualities that can be characterised as self-aggrandising, egotistical or manipulative. You may lack empathy, humility and a realistic perspective of yourself and others. Your relationships, among other domains, may suffer as a result. What to know? Although the term is somewhat used interchangeability, narcissism refers to a trait that everyone has to some degree, while this narcissistic personality disorder refers to a diagnosable medical health condition, which I, in my opinion, academically, believe she completely and totally has, along with Amber Lynn Reid. Narcissism has been characterized into three types: grandiose or overt narcissism, vulnerable or covert narcissism, or highly functioning or exhibitionalist narcissism. Research estimates that the lifetime prevalence of narcissistic personality disorder is between 1 and 6%. The rate for men, 7.7%, is greater than the rate for women, 4.8%. Key signs of narcissistic personality disorder include a grandiose sense of self-importance, dreams of unlimited power and success, a need for excessive admiration, exploitation and manipulation, and a lack of empathy, amongst others. Narcissistic people generally aren't able to form stable, trusting, long-term relationships. Signs of a relationship with a narcissistic person include isolation from family and friends, put-downs, manipulation, intense criticism, and competition. Treating narcissistic personality disorder is extremely difficult, but with expertise, patience and time, change is possible. Also, treatment is extremely difficult because most narcissists don't believe they need fixing. Effective treatment involves stages of therapy including relieving distress, identifying coping mechanisms, forming new habits, and understanding the concept of empathy. Mixing that bit, missing that bit, but 3, the next steps. Speak to your primary care physician or contact one of the therapists. In other words, fucking therapy.
Aww. Hopefully they. Over. She is, yeah. How are you barely making dinner? Well, freshly fine. She's like almost never not just right beside me. Like,
because your apartment's fucking freezing. And you're not actually pleased with the fact she's almost always with you. Are you, Foodie?
always. So I feel like that kind of cat, you would love her. Her smoking mitts, Larry. Oh, that's awesome, Bear. She is pumpkin. Yeah. Dinner for tonight is go find something and fix it yourself. Yeah, like everyone grab your own food. I will cherish her. Yeah, a little bit of beer. You got ice cream for dinner? What kind of ice cream? Pizza? Yeah, it's my bedtime. I was just like, the day went by really quickly today. Uh-oh. You have a bad cold, eh, Teardrop? I hope you feel better soon. Chocolate in a phone. Congrats on making it longer than last night. Yeah. I can still stay on a bit longer. It's just a chill night tonight, but don't worry.
As if there's any other kind of night you have, Foodie. The only difference is this time you couldn't even be bothered to put on a hijab. I'm going to get to that later.
You won't be eating today? Today went slow for me. Worked right. I don't like slow days. Oh, today, for me, it flew by. It's a chill night every night. I was being serious. I don't know, Vlogmas. Feels weird, you know. Good job you doing Vlogmas.
What about the Canadian doing Vlogmas? Vlogmas isn't a Christian celebration. It's just a specific time of year thing. It's no more sacrilegious than celebrating January and the New Year in terms of concepts.
But I will still do like some Christmas stuff. You too, Weird Barbie. Have a good night. What medications did I quit? Nothing.
Some stuff. Like insulin, perhaps.
Okay, Barbie.
I hate a fake yawning. The reason I suspect the yawning's fake is I'm one of those people that whenever I see somebody legitimately yawning, even a pet, I yawn. And Foodie's yawns don't make me yawn. I think she uses them as indications that she wants this shit to end. Or deflection from answering stuff. She yawns when questions get a bit tricky as well, you will note.
Yeah, true, pumpkin. What's your favorite flavor chapstick? Cherry! You're an atheist but still celebrate the family togetherness, commercial side of Christmas. There you go. Hey, strawberries. Crown flavored. Mints. Ooh, Villa. What does that smell like? Pomegranate? Yeah. Teardrop your quick. We always celebrate Christmas, or we're not religious. I was taking a lot of meds. Boy, I always was so insecure about feeling like a super out of shape, very ill, older woman. And you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, there is a you problem. Salah didn't give a shit because that's not why Salah was with you. You know, he hasn't any plans on spending the rest of his life with you at all. You're a stopgap, a stepping stone to another goal. So you could have been a headless torso for all he cared. As long as you could apply for a spousal visa, you were cool as far as he was concerned.
In my in my marriage.
Look, the black paint's almost done.
And then he would, I would tell him that, and he would be like, well, he would reassure me, as you'd imagine. But then after a while, he would start saying, like, encouraging me to lose weight for my health, and just a little bit, like not lose too much, but just enough for it not to be super healthy. He didn't want me to be thin. So then I got mad one time. I was like super offended by mentioning my weight. And then he was like, well, if I didn't love you, then I would be like, if you love someone, you worry about their health.
Also, you can't immigrate to Canada if your Canadian spouse is DEAD. So he needed you to be around for longer, because your demise would kind of put a dent in his plan. Which is no longer his plan, because you, as an individual, as a person, are too much trouble, too much stress, and so unpleasant to be around. Not even a romance scammer wants to spend the time with you to get the immigration status there, have invested in for 3 years. You're that bad, Foodie.
Which I guess is true. Hi, Sophia. The Coke. Oh, scrape. I hate the Coke lip smackers. But I love lip smackers. Jort. No, I haven't named her yet. Why didn't you try to wait for him? I just took it all for granted, I guess. So, regardless, no matter what ever happens in the future, I have to, yeah, I do regret not getting healthy. Not just in Kuwait, but way before Kuwait. Because, yeah, I do. I'm grateful though.
Yeah, because one could argue it's probably a bit too late now, given Foodie's temperament and her ability to embrace change. It's too late. It is too late. Foodie is incapable of making the changes needed to save her life. And she just literally doesn't want to do anything that requires effort.
No, it's something I've had to do my whole life. And, no, that's not, I do it for myself, but also it will help all the situations in my life. For example, I think being in love with someone else was, it will be self-love doing this, and that means that I can properly love someone else too. You can't love someone if you're not properly loving yourself, right? So.
Sounds like Salah words, not Foodie thoughts.
But, no. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he knew I was bigger, but not, once you live with someone, you see all their habits, and I'm mine are unhealthy, a lot of them, and you start to see someone's health.
He knew you were bigger before he married you, which means he should have accepted you the way you are. Wrong. He knew what she looked like, filtered. He knew only as much as she wanted him to know. And he said himself that he thought that she was bigger when he met her the first time than he thought. He also didn't expect her to get 100+ pounds heavier on top of all that. So, no, actually, he shouldn't be expected to accept you for who you are, particularly as this wasn't a legitimate relationship. He just needed his visa cow, his cash cow, his immigration bitch to be around long enough to see his plan to completion. And that does require a certain degree of maintaining the ability to stay alive, let's say.
You know, and he would have to take me to the hospital a lot, medicines and blah blah blah. He would worry about my health after a while, you know.
Well, if you're a breeder of, say, pigs, and you have a prize sow, you want the sow to stay healthy, because that's what you've poured all your money into. That's your future. This is the sow that will produce things. You know, it's your nest egg. It's, you know, you want the pig to be healthy, because the pig you've invested in, and the pig will provide returns in the future. Get what I'm trying to say? Rather shadily, I may add.
I made him laugh. Yeah. I made him laugh. Well, we laughed a lot together for sure.
Usually at the expense of others.
What do you think you're doing? Hey, come here and show your pretty face. Oh, hi.
Sorry about what just happened. It's just my bra and one of my incisions from my gallbladder surgery tend to have a disagreement sometimes, and adjustments need to be made.
Aw. Hi, baby. Cutie patootie.
I mean, the cat's gorgeous. There's no arguing about that, but that little light brown patch on her nose is especially cute.
Gigi Daisy. Name her Pete's. Reverse eyeliner? What's that mean? You have reverse eyeliner? Okay. Really? I got shot? Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss. Hey, Nicole. Nice to see you as well. That is my new cat, Magical. Magically. It's magically delicious. I could go for a halal bologna sandwich.
Just remove the word halal and it'll be more honest.
Oh, I gotta get a good look at her face. Was that the nausea? You wish you were still in Kuwait? Sometimes, yes.
Because in Kuwait, she'd isolated Salah and had a little gopher around the majority of the time, at least in the beginning. Towards the end, he tended to fuck off a lot more. I'm just going to add some random gifs I found of Foodie because, yeah, the being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. And then let's just see how that worked out for her in GIF form. Her arms remind me of grubs. You know. That's the face Salah never got to see except when food was involved. Salah couldn't make that face for her. And anyway, I digress.
We're just teasing. Hey, sneakerhead queen.
Oh my god. Ace? Ace.
What?
What
am I meant to do about that?
No, I was just pointing it out. Okie dokie.
Yeah, they do that.
They do that. Cats are great. I do love them, but still.
We should go take the garbage out. We were so much less healthy. What? Really? 90s inspired name? Like what? Dingleberry. Crazy frog, yes. Ardeen. Ah, pumpkin. Imagine. That would be funny. Or busy.
Chantel is patient and, whoops, and enjoyed a lot of hardships. God will surely reward her for that.
Ready or not? Busy. I had nashies for dinner.
Hardships? No. And she wasn't patient with anything. And endured. It's an interesting word choice. Also.
Any? Yeah, I would order a lot. Me too. I got my ears pierced in Ardeen too. A long time ago. Aww.
When I was like 5 or something, so we're talking about the 70s here, a man came to our house to pierce our ears. Excuse me. And while I don't remember that directly, there was a photograph taken of me and my siblings afterwards, post ear piercing, that I do remember. Our sofa was hard foam that was moulded, and it was brown with orange flowers on it. It was very, very appropriate for the time. And I remember sitting very quietly one day, facing the back of the sofa, cutting the flowers out with nail scissors. And I managed quite a few before my mum caught me. Yeah, that went down really well.
Ardeen and Claire's were where I loved to shop. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Cute jewelry and stuff. Did you get your job? Is it true you have no rent until February? What the hell, you know?
Is it true you have no rent till February? Now, I could not confirm nor deny this. However, Pebbles, her behaviour around this question seems somewhat furtive, is all I'm going to say. The actual deal was they were encouraging people to move in and take a 1-year lease with the promise that the first month's rent would be free, which would be January, which would indicate that Foodie has moved in sooner, possibly also for free, but we're not sure. But if true, first month's rent would have been free as encouragement to move in. And the story has changed somewhat, because Foodie denies this, but in a way that for me suggests she may be bullshitting people. She also now claims that the first month rent the bees has paid for, but the additional last month's rent she paid for herself, which is not what she said initially at all.
Those you little bricks. I'm just joking. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. Until February.
Yeah, furtive. Foodie is being furtive. I'm surprised she even acknowledged the question existing, to be honest. So, while it can't be quantifiably confirmed or denied, bear that in mind, it can't be actually proven, but we can't disprove it either. Her mannerisms around the question suggest to me, at least, in my academic opinion, she's lying.
I wish. No, just like they give you basically like if you moved in for, I don't know how they would.
Look at the one. She's using many, many more words than she needs to. She just had to say no, but she's offering too much of an explanation. My cats are chasing each other around. 3 of my 4 cats. The other one is just observing very lazily from on top of a cat tree, funnily enough. Anyway, she's using a lot more. She's over-explaining, which suggests deception. She's shifting her eyes, which suggests deception. She's not looking at the screen, which suggests deception. I would bet money on the fact she's lying about this particular topic, which makes the whole taking money off Beezer's thing even worse, because we're now talking about an additional $2,000 plus of Beezer's money she spent on other shit and not what they thought they were helping her with.
Do that. That's a promotion I wasn't part of. Yep, they are. Le Chateau. I used to love Le Chateau. I never fit in anything though. That was my dream. Another like out of service of business birthday. It's not snowing what I see. What was your favorite store? Excuse me. If I would be in Syria though, I'd be having a huge party, double birthday party for Sasa. And I because her birthday is like the 27th of March, and mine is the 28th of March. Yeah, I did casual vlogger. The mall was your second home? No, not that. That's great. Oh. We'll celebrate with me this year. We have the same birthday, right? No, we got another girl her cake for her birthday. I know.
Look, the black paint's almost dry. Woohoo!
Lady Gaga. Oh yeah, 29. Birthday twins. Gaga, ooh la la, romance. I love cranberries. I gotta look that up. Yeah. With Jeffree Star? As of now, Mel's, yeah. I did have shrooms and I did not like it. At all. I don't really care what I look like.
Except she kind of does.
I mean, I like how it looks now with it. I think the hijab is more beautiful. Cranberries really teardrop? Aw. The point is to look less pretty, it is. So, on the floor, beside the TV stand, I put two decorations. A broom from the farmer's market for the fall harvest, and a snowman. Big fan, no. Or a few times. Every single day, I pick them up, stand them back up, they get knocked down, like, I should just remove them. There's no point, right? There's no point! There's no point!
Because it's so hard to pick them up and put them upright again, isn't it, Foodie?
You gonna get one? You gonna get one? Oh, my baby love. Oh, my baby girl. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, pumpkin meal, that would be scary. No, I think even if I had like luscious hair, etc., I like how the hijab looks more. I find. I don't know, maybe I'm just really used to it.
She's lying.
Cat poop. I know. Are you? She's destroying the cloud couch. Why are you doing to the cloud? Ooh! You know how they flop over? Oh, flop. What are you doing? Hey? You a kitten? Rock a wig? A potato sack. There.
Here's a little diversion. The polite way to yawn is to place your hand over your mouth when you yawn. And that comes from a belief in the medieval era that when you yawned, a ghost could enter your body, and therefore you covered your mouth to prevent the ghost from entering. And that's how this good manners occurred. It's based on a superstition, and a lot of things in that way are based on what were previously superstitions.
Yeah, hormonal changes from pregnancy can happen. That's for sure. Oh, but
I changed where the paint was for variation because I'd filmed this in 2 parts initially because I needed a break in the middle. So if you want to continue watching the paint dry, it's up there now. I know it's thrilling, just don't know what's going to happen next.
I don't know about that. Syria is 7 or 8 hours ahead of us. So me right now, let's say it's 11:30. So what, early morning, or 6:30? 7:30 in the morning? Wow, teardrop, you have thick hair. Lucky, mashallah. I want to use the gym, I do.
Her building complex has a fucking gym, and she's claiming she wants to use it. We might get to see it, you know, have a tour, much like we did in Kuwait, but we are not going to see her on any of the equipment because she just doesn't have the trainers, or she can't find trainers that fit, or her sciatica plays up, or aliens have invaded the planet, or her big toe fell off, you know.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. You do that. What? Give me that. Those toys I bought from the Dollar Tree. It was like super cheap, guys. $1 for like 3 of them. I don't know where the other ones are, but she loves the ones, the hot one, the hot sauce one. Oh, I see. Your brush is full for you. Losing hair. Okay. Oh, shoot. The line wig. Exercise block. Biotin. Yeah, I gotta get all those. Prenatal vitamins. Yeah, I always start biotin and then I stopped taking it after like, you know, a couple weeks. What do you want me to do, Jerome King? It's not me letting her, it's you two letting her. Like, what can I do? Yeah.
That was in response to the comment of how come you continue to let FFG use your content and make money off you. She's already made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why haven't you done anything about that? Because she's lazy. Simple as.
Okay, yep. It's true.
It's YouTube's fault.
Well, let's lock up the night. We should play trivia some night. Yes. Yeah, I know. I do need to, Barrett. Oh, the beach life? The night is just starting. Oh, no, it's 11:30. Hold on. It's 11:30? Hang on. For a bill.
Gummy? Maybe. Vape? Only if she coughs. I think gummy. Keep doing what you're doing. Nothing. People will get bored after a while. You're the last one standing, and all the reaction channels are going to be looking to you for concert now. I'm just attempting to prove a point, and the point being you provide nothing. And I'm seeing if doing other mundane things makes it actually better, like watching paint actually dry, which is arguably more exciting, watching paint dry or watching Foodie Beauty on live. I might do other equally as mundane things in comparison to Foodie Beauty's content, just to get the point across. But none of the material I'm using comes directly from her channel. It's from a sniped live stream on Twitter. So it's no skin off my nose using her content, because she gets zilch from me.
I know, Cowpat, I need to. It's just like so hard getting there. Ugh. Yeah.
Cowpat said, Chantal, lose weight, get on HRT and Ozempic, ditch the THC and processed food, and you'll look and feel amazing. She's not going to do any of that. The faith that some of these people have in Foodie is astonishing and extremely, extremely misguided.
Do you pay cat support for doing it? I mean,
At the very beginning you said you were going to. I mean, because that was one way of you keeping in Salah's life and having a reason to contact him several times a day. But he probably told you didn't need to do that. Somehow you've managed to keep him around, probably because you just made it unbearable. But yeah, she was just a manipulation tool, like leaving your toothbrush behind at your ex's, you know, or the CPAP machines at your ex's.
for two, but yeah, He hasn't accepted. Doesn't look scary to you? Yeah, I can see that. I don't think I can bear. It was like so long ago. I'm not sure. Because I did call the cops when it first happened. And they said it's a civil matter. So I don't know.
Oh, that's basically saying that you could press civil charges against FFG for the acquisition of BBJ because it was done fraudulently. Again, this all requires effort, and effort and foodie are two words that are very rarely used in the same sentence.
Cat support just a lot. Do you remember how it felt to be a kid in terms of...
Foodie is reminiscing now about how she fucked up her life and trying to be all deep and meaningful, which is a bit odd for Foodie, admittedly, but at least it's something.
Having that, like, sense of wonder and mystery about the world, like, you know, where you feel like life is still very mysterious, and you are going to be something super outrageous and wonderful, and, you know.
Up until the age of 5, my ambition in life was to be Miss Piggy. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Between the ages of about 5 and 12, I wanted to be a teacher, and then after 12, I wanted to be a journalist. I didn't want to be some sort of superhuman or an incredibly famous person who was desirable by millions, or just, you know, the most important person in the world. We're not all quite so narcissistic, especially as kids.
I don't like what...
Oh, I forgot. After Miss Piggy, but before being a teacher, there was a period where I wanted to be Catwoman as well.
Like, do you remember at what point in your life you realized that it's not what you think? Yeah. And you could do anything. No, it's true, because you still have your whole life ahead of you. You know, like, you could get really, really good grades and, you know, get scholarships and get grants and get, you know, all kinds of stuff.
I didn't think about stuff like that as a kid. Retrospectively, I could have done much better academically than I did, but I was a very lazy person academically, and I only did what I had to do to get by. I was just lucky that I still got relatively good grades as a result. But had I made an effort, I could have done quite impressively. But my brain doesn't work that way. It's basically sums up my life. Could do better with effort, which is what my reports always said. Well, that's just sums up my entire life. Could do better with effort.
Or, you know, you have a chance to, like, I don't know. You still think, like, it's still full of wonder?
She really is a sad, sad individual. And I don't mean being emotionally sad. I just mean the whole package.
Yeah.
Just remember, this whole thing, as it's recording in real time, the paint is drying in real time. One isn't sped up against the other. The paint is drying.
Wow, that's young, yeah. I know, like, a couple people who said that their 40s was the best time of their life.
The 40s was an interesting time in my life. The first half was very, very unfortunate, and the second half was a reaction to the first half. My 50s, alright-ish, I guess, if you ignore the other stuff, my health and finances and things. I am working towards my late 50s and everything from then on in being fucking fantastic, though. This one will be lucky to reach 45, if that, and so I don't think her 40s will be any better than any other decade of her life.
No, Melcy did not. Which our life sucks. Yeah, true there. Yep, me too, pumpkin. Shoot Kaylee. She's still going with that toy, guys. What? Give it. Give me it. Give it to me. Oh, yes, give it to me. Oh, she hit the side. She doesn't get tired of it. Oh, the couch. Because they're addicted to screens. Yeah, I am too. You're for your auntie, really? Can be? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'll think of it that way, man. Yeah, she's scratching the couch because she's... It's hard to explain. She's trying to catch the... Hey, girl!
She's scratching the couch because it's the only thing she has that is scratchable. I wonder how that could possibly be remedied. And also, of course you don't care about the fucking couch. You didn't actually pay for it, did you?
Hey, girl! No, don't say that to your dog, please. I won't make it without you. Seriously. Give me a shot, Mayans. Stop it. That's what I said. No, you're not allowed to ever pass away, ever. I will get her scratch posted. Oh my gosh, she just loves that thing from the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get her, like, on payday. I'll spoil the crap out of her.
Why not last payday? Payday for you is the 21st. I've decided, in my opinion, given your behaviour, it's the 21st. It is now, according to this, when it was done, the 5th of December. It's currently the 7th of December. So we've got 5, 9, 2 weeks. You got paid 2 weeks ago. Spent most of that 2 weeks completely off your noggin. You're probably running out of money for food and drugs round about now, so your streams are going to get progressively more depressing and less interesting, although possibly you'll start raging because your coping mechanisms won't be as readily available. But you could have bought easily a $30 cat tree from Walmart, as Sansa pointed out 2 weeks ago, and now there's another 2 weeks to go, and let me guess, no fucking cat tree. You're waiting for somebody to buy it for you, aren't you?
Are you gonna get fixed?
No, because as Sansa pointed out, you haven't got any of her injections currently, and much like Julia couldn't get fixed because she was behind on her injections and her boosters, and you're doing exactly the same thing with this cat. And in a way, we know that you know you're not keeping this cat, so why spend the money? It's somebody else's problem, isn't it? And also, you'd have to take the cat out to get spayed. You'd have to... It involves effort, again, because there's no people that spay cats at home. There's no door-to-door service for pet care, per se. In here, there are some door-to-door services for people who are housebound for care for their pets, particularly the elderly. I don't know about Canada, but I doubt you qualify, sweetheart. And again, it costs money, requires effort, and effort and you are not even acquaintances.
Can you get more Dollar Tree toys, please? I'm gonna get her that stocking. Remember the stocking from the Dollar Tree? Yes. Yes, we're manifesting a long life. Dear dog, yes. It's right there. Yep.
Someone just said, or stop buying vapes and gummies and spend money on your cat. Sure. She's going to listen. Say to anybody suggesting that shit.
She's trying to get her pillow. They're cute toys too, and she loves them. They're like $1. So. Pete's, I guess, was working till 10, so he doesn't like to go live, too late. They keep fanning out. Hey, ice cream. Yeah, you're pretty warm and cozy. Yeah, they'll still scratch the sofa. No matter what, my cats always do that too. They do what they're not supposed to. And that's why people think they're jerks, But they're cute. Hello. Yeah, diabetic, yeah.
I'd like to draw attention to the bottom left-hand corner of the individual who was sniping this at the time. And, oops, I made myself bigger. 478 people were watching Foodie Beauty directly, whereas 1,921 people at the same time were watching the snipe. Sometimes I love the internet.
What? Really, Larry? Oh, I didn't know that. I take my metformin. I brought a ton of it back from Syria. It was cheap. But I've been buying, I bought like...
Larry said, whenever you pause or turn the camera off, I need to get out and come back because it makes it start cutting off. And she said, sounded surprised, but not really surprised. Now, this is interesting because if she knows that's what happens, your view account, if you were one individual like Larry and you came in once to watch Foodie, that's one view. But if you had to log on again every time she paused, which is a lot, or went blank, which is a lot, every time he came back, that also counts as a view. So she's done this about 15 times, I think, during this entire live. And if Larry had to go back on every time, he is responsible for 16 of her views. She does it a lot for no apparent reason. You can't hear anything in the background. I mean, when she smokes or vapes, she coughs. She always coughs. And gummies, you can usually hear the packaging. And there's no reason for this constant going to black screen unless, well, not unless she's itching her arse, maybe. So maybe that's calculated. That's a thought. I mean, I definitely wouldn't put it beneath her, for sure.
Alex there, it's super cheap there too. And some before some of it. But I believe to see a doctor soonish. I should be seeing one for sure.
No, she's going to see one soonish. The first statement is also always true.
So, I'm going to say that. You hate your house. Oh, hey, Kimberly. Holy gummies. Is it real? Yeah. I think so. Metformin. Not an expensive medicine. She just did a somersault. Why are you so cute?
Somebody else is saying exactly the same thing, that every time she goes to her avatar or pauses, they have to go back on from scratch, so their views will be counted as multiple. And as you know, we get paid according to each 1,000 views we get. And if everybody in your live, which is like 370 currently, have to keep going on every time you pause or go to your avatar, we're talking about possibly multiplying the number by 10 for each person who has to do this. So she would have 3,000 views and therefore will get paid for every 1,000 of those. My current rate, because it's Christmas and the advertisers, for each 1,000 views I get £22 sterling. So for this live, based on this and not what other people view on the rewatch, just for this and not the earnings that will accrue in the following 24 hours for people rewatching, for this live, its duration of this live, Foodie could arguably get the equivalent of £70 sterling, which is probably about $100 just for being online, even though very, very few people are watching it. And then a few more thousands will watch in the rewatch. So each live, based on this conspiracy theory that she's doing it deliberately to up her numbers, she's getting about $100 to $150 per live just by doing the live, just by going on live without the added shit. And so she's doing this once, twice a day. She's probably earning between $200 to $400 a day just coming on and doing fuck all, which seems wrong somehow. I think she knows what she's doing with all this going to avatars and pausing and shit. That's the face of somebody who knows what she's doing, because that's what they're talking about currently in the chat. Oh, she's a bitch.
Cold bathroom or no cold toilet seat? Give me that toilet. Give me. How are you adjusting to the move back? Gradually. I tried to check my blood sugar once a day. I was really in shock and I was like grieving.
Foodie, at the beginning, was in shock and grieving because, one, she couldn't believe Salah happily let her go. She wanted him to fight for her, and that was the shock part. She'd been calling his bluff about going to Canada so long. She couldn't imagine she was actually there, but it failed. And two, that Salah wasn't begging her to come back. That was what the beginning was. He's upped his game somewhat since then and is pacifying her to a certain degree. And also she's medicated herself out of the wazoo, so she's feeling no pain now. But the fact she's medicating herself so badly means she is coping extremely badly with this entire situation.
But it gets easier every day.
She is desperately unhappy. Desperately. And weed and food is her only solace.
I have to find things to do.
There's a million things to do. You just don't want to do anything because you're happy moulding yourself, fusing yourself with that sofa. As long as the gummies and the food is delivered, you're fine and dandy until your money runs out, which it will.
Content to make. Weight to lose. Did you bring me your toy? Like everybody, it's a feline fine hot sauce. I have nothing planned for this weekend. And not yet, anyways.
Random fact break. Oh, good luck saying that, fat cow. Allodoxophobia is a fear of other people's opinions. It's a rare social phobia characterised by an irrational and overwhelming fear of what other people think. Allodoxophobia. There you go. Fascinating.
Oh, you're a good girl. Snowy, snow? No, soda. Hijab can be anything. It just means cover.
Ooh, I made myself dizzy. Anyway, you'll see why I'm shaking my head in a bit.
Okay, I don't think you should keep running this much. That would be pretty cool. Hijab can be anything, yeah. The term hijab just means like veil, like cover. Wow. Nice sneakerhead. How did you do that? Yeah, you could, well, it depends on what hijab means. So sadness. I don't think a hat would be proper hijab. Because, you know, yeah, it's not, no, it doesn't cover your...
And yet you've worn hats as hijabs when you were in Canada before.
Doesn't cover, really cover much.
What is the meaning of a hijab is more than just a headscarf. This is an article published in October of 2025 by Yasmin Hanna. And, excuse me, I'm going to read it, but it's quite interesting. If you've ever wondered what is the meaning of hijab, here's the quick answer. Hijab is much more than just a headscarf worn by Muslim women. It represents modesty, identity, and a way of living that shapes how a person interacts with the world. While many people focus on the visible part, the scarf, hijab actually covers behaviour, attitude, and respect for oneself and others. Understanding this bigger picture helps clear up a lot of misconceptions. Most people automatically associate the hijab with covering the hair, but the reality is far richer. Hijab is a comprehensive concept that touches on clothing, speech, and even the way someone carries themselves. It's about setting boundaries, fostering dignity, and creating an environment where respect thrives. This means hijab isn't just an outfit choice, but a lifestyle decision that reflects personal values and faith. There are a lot of cultural confusion around hijab because it looks different depending on where you are in the world. Some places focus heavily on the headscarf style, while others emphasise modest dress or behaviour more broadly. Recognising this helps us see that the hijab is flexible and personal, not just a uniform everyone wears the same way. It's a personal expression within the broader Islamic framework. What are the 8 rules of hijab? Hello, Mother. Many Muslim women talk about hijab as a source of confidence and freedom, not restriction. It can empower them to define their identity beyond appearances and demand respect on their own terms. Knowing this changes how we view hijab from a stereotype to a meaningful choice. It also opens up respectful conversations about what the hijab truly means to different people. In this article, we'll break down the true meaning of hijab beyond the headscarf. We'll explore its different dimensions, how it's practiced worldwide, and why it matters so much to Muslim women everywhere. Let's talk about hijab. What is it really? Hijab is often misunderstood as simply a headscarf, but it's so much more than that. Before we jump into details, let's clear up what hijab truly means in Islam and why it matters far beyond just covering hair. When you understand hijab's full meaning, you'll start to see it as a powerful expression of identity, modesty and respect, both for yourself and those around you. Hijab isn't just about fabric or fashion. It's a concept that shapes behaviour, attitude and how a person chooses to present themselves to the world. This broader meaning is what makes hijab a lifestyle choice, not just a clothing requirement. While hijab often refers to the scarf that covers a woman's hair, it's important to remember hijab includes modest dress that covers the body appropriately. It involves modest behaviour, how you speak, act and carry yourself. The idea is to promote dignity and respect, not restriction. Hijab sets boundaries that help create a respectful social environment. In Islam, hijab carries a deeper meaning connected to faith and community. It symbolises a woman's commitment to her belief and values. Hijab promotes modesty, which is a key principle in both men and women. It acts as a visible sign of identity and belonging within the Muslim community, and wearing hijab reflects personal empowerment and self-respect. Hijab truly means modesty in dress and behaviour, respect for oneself and others, commitment to faith and values, personal empowerment and identity, and creating respectful social boundaries. Hijab has more significance far beyond just the headscarf. The word hijab in the Quran. When we hear the word hijab, many of us think about just the headscarf. But did you know that the term hijab appears in the Quran many times? Understanding how the Quran uses the word helps clear up the common confusion. Okay, the Quran uses hijab in a way that describes a physical barrier that veils or partitions, but it's also metaphorical separation relating to modesty and respect. The word hijab appears in several Quranic verses with different implications. It means a curtain or screen that separates spaces or people. It refers to the barrier between the unseen world and humans. In the context of women's modesty, it's connected to covering and privacy, and each mention depends on the verse's subject, reflecting various aspects surrounding protection and separation. Now, I'm not going to read absolutely everything. You can pause if you're interested. But basically, the hijab is a lot more complicated than covering your hair, your ears, your chin, and your décolletage. Foodie doesn't appreciate the significance of the hijab. But there again, we knew that.
Sometimes I wear my winter hat over top of my undercap thing.
Additionally, the 8 rules for the hijab is 1, it's not meant to draw attention to itself, it's not meant to be decorative. 2, it shouldn't be perfumed. 3, hijab isn't just the covering, it's wearing clothes that hide or do not emphasise your body shape. Additionally, a hijab doesn't mean using anything that could be seen as men's clothing. So it shouldn't be decorated, adorned, it shouldn't draw attention to yourself, it shouldn't be perfumed, it shouldn't look like men's clothing. It should also not be made of any material that is in any way transparent or see-through. Let's continue.
So yeah, you could do that. No. Exactly. Neck and chest. Yeah, the hat only covers the hair, so no. Those winter hats with the earpods are funny, eh? And then you like fold them up and snap them here when they're not in use. Tomorrow I'll plan some content and some meal prepping and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't know. I can try some time once. Yes, Miles. Your dad will wear those hats? Underneath those flame. Yes.
She's becoming incoherent now. I liked this quote. You know you can't eat pork, but is it because it's cannibalism for you? Of course, it gets ignored. Black paint's almost dry.
Yeah, goodbye. Don't have a car, it makes it hard. There's the cabin.
Having a car doesn't make it hard, Foodie, because you live within walking distance of pretty much everything. You live within walking distance of a mall, of Walmarts, of various restaurants and the like. So you don't need a car to make content at all. But that, again, it's a very convenient excuse currently, isn't it?
My audio's out of sync? What?
Oh, the deflection is huge at this point. To somebody saying she's out of sync. Is that because she keeps pausing? Because if she keeps pausing, her views go up. Oh, this is screaming manipulative thingies for money. She knows what she's doing, doesn't she? Oh, the little minx.
She came over here like, I want to play. Look, guys. Her favorite. Am I skinny? Yes. Okay, what would better content be? Did you bring me your...
Literally anything. Apart from, I was going to do tally marks to count the amount of words she speaks, or maybe see how many times I can write the word boring during a live. I actually considered filming in real time, not paint drying, but me counting grains of rice. It really is that bad.
Play again? Oh my.
I think live streaming, well, not live streaming, but filming in real time embroidery might be interesting though. Sort of. Kinda.
The serious French man?
I've still got 37 fucking minutes left.
She literally fetches it. That makes sense. Hi, maybe. Okay, last one. You're doing it all night long. You're the cutest thing. I don't want to play fetch anymore. We play day and night. She doesn't understand me. She just wants to play. Don't be lazy to play till she's done. Oh. Here we go. Oh my gosh, you found it. She brought it. Did you bring your toy? Look at it. Play all the time. Oh my goodness. She doesn't get tired. At all. Hilarious.
Because she has nothing to fucking do. Cats, on average, sleep about 16 hours a day, which leaves 8 that they need attention for, and is not a continuous 8. It's very much broken up, and yet it's too much for you, Foodie.
Yeah, maybe Astrid. Maybe in the future. What you want to see last time was I think 10. Okay, baby. Enough, Alice. No? I don't want her to run too much. You still want to run? She was looking at it.
Astrid had asked if they could do a poll on the community tab to decide what she was going to do, to give them some options, and she said, yeah, maybe in the future. As if she's ever done anything a poll has suggested, ever in the history of ever.
Throw it. Oh! Moving upstairs, neighbors. Oh, shoot, you think they would hear all this? Kittens are like toddlers, they never stop. Oh no. No more. We have people to consider here. Yes, just please. Sometimes I miss the road, but mostly no. It was too big, too many stairs. You know? Yeah, Larry. Kittens don't make so much noise when playing, don't worry. You think so? Orange julep? I could go for orange julep right now. But, I mean, obviously I would go, but I could go for it.
Yeah, she had to correct herself then because it kind of implied she was willing to go out somewhere. And then she realised, oh, it sounded like I was willing to go out somewhere. No, I meant the actual drink, not go to the place. No going out. No.
The drink. I think you'd have so much help with me, Cherry. Yeah, it's really quiet, Chucky's. It'd be so productive. I know, right? Oh, she's just sitting here with her toy. Yeah, I don't feel like playing anymore. Aww. You think I should still throw it? You want me to throw it? Or you want me to just get you? I mean, I was playing with her for a long time, guys. Yeah. Fitness skincare. Okay, we're gonna go seal. I have to use the bathroom. Hold on a second.
And now she's changing location from sofa to bed. And while this is happening, a lot of people are going to have to re-log on when it starts again, therefore bumping her views. Dear. If there's a loophole, this woman finds it. Isn't it exciting? The only reason you know it's still live is because the chat is moving. I had it on pause for like 3 minutes before I realised it was on pause because I was doing something else while filming this. And when you don't know it's on pause because it sounds the same, you know you're in trouble with your content. Ooh, somebody asked where the educated beezers are at. That's a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? Educated beezer. Great. Half an hour to go. Granted, about 3 minutes of it is ducks, so there's that to look forward to. Oh, now chat's talking about how weird it is that people want to know where she lives and are leaving, reviews on the building and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it is a bit peculiar to leave reviews on the building. I mean, it's funny in a satirical kind of way, but you don't touch the poo. You don't go real life. You know? This is another form of media to digest. Oop.
Because I'm going to be going to bed soon. Hey, Maria.
Well, you're in bed now, aren't you? So, you've gone to bed.
Yes, chocolate, but sometimes I miss some. No, I don't use the couch cushion anymore.
Oh, balls.
But I guess I've been lazy to put it back. Yeah.
Yes, child, we know.
Temporary spoon. I don't have any spoon. I have staples. So
Highly recommend this stuff if you like sharp or sour yogurt. And it is quite gingery.
what are you gonna do for it, Cassie? Like what genre? Yeah, I have basically like staples like meats, like brown chicken, chicken thighs, beef shank, rice, potatoes, some veggies, onion, garlic, cabbage, carrot. I think I have a green pepper. Chocolat, that movie with Johnny Depp. They Live. Yes, I've seen it once, but I forget it. You like the new Frankenstein? Okay, Sneakerhead Queen, I will. Have a good night. Sorry, guys, I'm getting pretty tired. I know, I gotta make the cabbage. I'll have to watch the new Frankenstein then. Hello, Ocean 4172. Roddy Piper. And they live? Oh yeah. Cabbage soup. No, I'm gonna like make like a few cabbage boils. Or like baked cabbage steaks with like, you know. Cabbage is so good. Cabbage rolls, yummy. They're so like tedious to make though, but they're worth it. Lindsay. No, not yet. Shoot. Oh, I have to watch it. Wait, what happened? Did I watch it? I don't think so. I have a movie to watch. Thanks for reminding me. You want me to, Cowpad? Cooking life? Hey, Flipper. Is it like the cabbage boil for Kaylee Rosie? I didn't see her cabbage boil. Did you hear her? Hey, Tasha. I didn't get into the dairy thing. I don't know if it's because it was a really bad time where I couldn't focus on a series because, see, I keep hearing like, is that the call to prayer? I always hear it. Just because of everything that was going on. But yeah, she's sweet. See, she always like finds like a little lip gloss or something. You're cute, but just be careful. Thank you. Hey, Pajami, how you been? That's true, chocolate. I could do that. You can even get apps that do it. How much do Conor McGregor's cost? Welcome to Dairy is weird. It gets better by episode 3, but it took a minute. Yeah, it takes a while to get into it. Yeah, that's okay, Pajami. We did miss you.
I'm looking at the price of Conor McGregor's.
Let's see. That's the door to the like outside area, like the kitchen and living room and all that crap. It's the bedroom door, I should say. It's the bedroom door. Am I an idiot or what? Cabbage fries. It's a small apartment. Yeah, I agree. Jeez, teardrop. What can you do for that? Are you able to take echinacea? That really helps. I hope you get better soon. You close your bedroom door when you sleep, Ocean? I don't know about that. I couldn't do that. I don't know why, but... Yeah, my stomach is better. Every time I talk to Salah, he's sick with a flu or something. Yeah. Yeah. Vicks on the chest. Yes. Vicks, yeah, you have Vicks, I'm sure. Teardrop.
Here we go.
No, I'm okay.
Conor McGregor's knockout
I love the one
gummies.
after this, though. Well, that's for show.
3,000 milligrams of THC.
That has ideas? Aw.
Worth $35. You can buy them for $20 online.
Taking zinc something.
But $35.
What was that?
I wonder how much a packet lasts.
Oh. Yes, I have to hear this every night. Can I just get used to it? Yeah, ice cream. Got that. I don't know what I said. Are you freaking out? You hear her? Oh! Are you okay? She literally... Yeah, I put brown noise also because I cannot have this noise. It's BBG, okay? It's BBG. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Did you hear that? Hi. Oh. Did you hear her? She's crazy. I told you. She's crazy. Cars really get her playing around and on dogs. Oh, cats, yes. She's almost 5 months. About 5 months. She's okay, Miss Casual Vlogger. There are noises at night. An 8-year-old human, really? They're free little bees and shit.
No, actually, no. Cats have the same brain capacity as a toddler. Not 8-year-olds. A toddler. Okay? Pigs, 3-year-old. Very similar to dogs in terms of comprehension. But cats, a toddler. It's very easy to forgive what cats do to your home and your belongings and stuff when you think about the fact they're basically toddlers. Makes things much easier to understand.
Right? You know it's true. Yes, I poop. Just like one in the middle of the Christmas tree. Yeah, teardrop, that's annoying. We used to have a cat who would eat the tinsel and then poop it out. I'd be like, what the hell?
No, they are not equivalent. Well, in cat years, as an 8-year-old human, but not in terms of mentality. No. Mentally, they don't go past the equivalent of toddlers.
I'm just waiting for her to dash across me. What? Right, Maria? Me too, I saw that. Hi. See? She's just up. You getting better? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting better. Hey, John. I'm still up. But, I'm gonna be going to bed very soon. Oh, what should I? Ooh. See, she just jumps in my face. So, I think she's okay. No treat, me neither. Yeah, I don't have any decorations, eh? It's very depressing. I don't know. Whoa, see? Did you see her fly by my face? So, guys.
Seriously, if it wasn't so important for you to have your voice or your face on screen, or your eye effing yourself as well, you should just film your cat. That would be arguably significantly better content than anything you were in.
Talk to me. Ask me something. Entertain me. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No, she's not. Without chat, she has nothing at all.
Always your husband gone away for work, Maria? Oh. Shoot. Ice cream, that sucks. Make sure he doesn't get dehydrated. So. What, will I dance for you? Never.
Partly because her ability to even just wave her arms about now, which was the extent of her dancing since she's done this Middle Eastern bullshit. Beforehand, there was more general jiggleness, and then it was just arms, that old lady at the disco dancing, and now it's not even that. I did notice once when she was tying her hair back at the beginning of this Canada arc that in order to get her arm back enough to finish, she had to push it with her other hand to get her arm back. Now, I'm ridiculously flexible, so I can touch the centre of my back with my hands and stuff too, but to have to push your arm up just to reach that part of your head, you can't do it under its own power, you need to push it, is astonishing.
Wild bees are learning how to make bread, yes. Yummy. You've got 3 weeks at a time every month. Oh, okay. Did you pee or poop? Did you poop or pee? Eh? What did you do? You can never spaz. Spazaroni. Oh, cranberry and orange sourdough. Well, shoot, hope it gets better soon. Yeah, you can still see a therapist.
3 minutes of birds. You're welcome. Now, obviously, lots of ducks. Shitloads of seagulls. Shitloads of penguins. Now, this time I fed them oats, Cheerios, protein Cheerios because they were disgusting, cornflakes, Rice Krispies, bird suet, bird seed, peas, frozen peas, shredded lettuce, chopped up apples. I think that's about it. Obviously, you can see it all over the place. There are the swans. Very majestic beasties, these guys. Now, we feed them every week. and when we arrive, they're very rarely by the steps that we sit on. But it comes to the point that then when they see us, they always come. They follow us to the steps because they know that's where we end up. There's also, I don't know why I'm pointing, because I see lots of moorhens around, but they're very easily scared if you wave your arm about or point to something. So this is incredibly bad filming. Magpies, seagulls, woo, ducks, the swans, obviously, Her Majesty and Her Majesty's hubby. This duck is a very unusual colouring. I don't know what happened with this particular duck. There's also a female equivalent of this duck. Don't know what happened there. The swan on the left is the male. You can tell he's a male not just because he's bigger, because the bump on his nose is bigger also. He's very protective of his lady. You can see the moorhens in the back going up the steps. Pigeons were extremely close to me at this point. The seagulls were fishing also, not at this point but a bit later. The food that floats on top attracts the fish that are in the pond, and so a lot of the seagulls will then drop in from a bit of a height to catch the fish under the water, which is actually quite nice in a weird way to see them plopping in under the water. The duck's just disappeared. I don't know where it's going to appear. Bad filming, so sorry. That's the male, that's the female. Male on the left, female on the right. Size difference also about the bump on the nose is bigger. And the pigeons are now eating what is obviously bird suet, peas and cereal. And oh, they are lovely beasties, aren't they? It's just the pair of them. No babies, no indication of babies. No ducks going under. This is making me feel a bit nauseous. My filming is very bad on the phone. Yes, well, popping under, popping back up. Duck butts. And as you can see, the moorhens coming out, and a crow and magpies. The seagulls, oddly enough, quack. So they've spent so much time on this particular pond with the ducks, they actually quack, the seagulls, which is oddly cute, and for some reason my finger, brilliant. I'm a professional. Anyway, back again to this shit.
Yeah, it's not easy, eh? Yes.
15 minutes left. Whoop whoop.
Faintly.
Yeah, let's do a practice test.
Oh,
I'm still recording.
didn't know that. That might not be easy. No, Ivy? No, I don't think so.
I can't believe there is a small minority of chat suggesting to call the cat Spaz.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
I hope they're trolls. I hope they're trolls.
Do I ever miss a wee while I was in Syria? Yeah. But not often, like, actually. Very, there was maybe, like, once or twice where I actually, like, thought about it and, like, missed it. Like, oh my gosh, what I wouldn't give for a joint right now. You know, that kind of thing, but...
Absolute and complete and utter bullshit. Absolutely. She wants it daily. We're talking about weed here, nothing else. Same with fast food. That's why she couldn't stay in Syria. That's why she hated it so much. While she could just stay at home and do whatever she wanted, there was no fast food, nothing to be delivered, and no weed. Just shisha. And she did a lot of shisha in the absence of her other two coping mechanisms. She thought about it constantly.
Overall, not really. In Kuwait, there were a couple times I was really missing it, but overall, that's one.
In Kuwait, and she's obviously lying, she managed to get her hands on some on occasion. So, or muscle relaxants. There was quite some abuse of those things too. She was on things in Kuwait, and don't believe the lies. Paint is drying quite well.
Really big pro thing about being in the Middle East is that I
lived in the Middle East, blah 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 blah, every decade, blah 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 blah. My husband, and prior, when he was my boyfriend, and then my husband, smoked it daily. It's very easy to get hold of drugs in the Middle East if you know the right people, and I would imagine Salah knows the right people, because arguably, particularly that time in the desert, the last time, they were off their fucking tits on something. They obviously had access to it.
don't have access to it while I'm there, and I don't do it when I'm there, so I'm like always sober with that. But then I compensate with food and shisha, usually. So, in Syria too though, I would have the shisha there, the Arabic coffee here, The snacks here, you know? What's this for here? Oh,
Your coat? Yep.
I'm tired. No pool. Pardon me, guys. Oh, at least here you have way more to do and freedom to come and go. That is true, Pumpkin.
And yet, you do fuck all.
Oh, good luck, Maria. Good luck. Which one is it? She's just really bad. Yeah, and so is, vaping and... You are Teardrop? It's over, so... You could literally go... Oh yeah, Teardrop. Yeah, very soon. You could go up to a cop here and just, lift your leg up and let it rip,
They're talking about farts. They're talking about farts. We're almost done.
I think it's one. They can't do anything but, yell at you for being disgusting slob. That's about it. I don't know. I would charge them with assault on police officer. It depends how close you go. You could probably do that here. And there? No, you'd be arrested probably for sure. You would be. Yeah.
Ooh, I could show you what's on my picture folder.
Rightfully so, man.
There we go.
It's a love for hijab. Ooh, the cat. You're imagine. I would be so grossed out. Disturbing the peace. For F-A-R-T. You could get disturbing the peace for that. Oh, goodness. Oh, she's sleeping on the small of my back. The fur freedom. Who cares? What? Who cares? You think that's worth giving up something, Fur freedom? It's pretty good benefit, though.
Look at the pictures. Ducks and stuff
I like
I've
that
drawn.
this place came with
How
blinds.
exciting.
There's some apartments that do it, because I find it such a pain putting up blinds or curtains. Oh no, I'm not handy like that. Ugh. Sounds like you should go to
Some
bed.
pictures.
I'm going to soon. I'm pretty tired.
Oh dear. Okay.
Nope. No.
Anything screenshots?
I paid 1 month's worth of rent with the donations.
Downloads.
And I had to pay last month, so I didn't lie about it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you later.
See, this is the one where she claims she paid the last month's herself.
Oh. I'm so tired. I don't want to get off yet, though. Oh my gosh, she's sleeping on me. Kitty! She's so glued to me.
Because you're the only warm thing in the entire apartment.
He goes in a jar. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Teardrop. She doesn't have a name yet. The kittens are clingy. Some of them are not. She was sent from heaven. My dad is, I think, I don't know.
I've come this far. There's only 10 minutes left.
Because my mom was born in 1966, and so how old would she be? Does someone have a calculator? Oh,
She's
not my dad.
59.
Okay, sorry. Who then? Welcome to Auntie. Not much. He's, I think, 1 or 2 years older. If you know
2.
Teardrop's got the tea. Walmart plastic bag. Are those the gray ones? They don't look very sturdy. She'll be 60 in 2026. So he'll be like 62. I think he's like 2 years older than her.
It's almost daylight.
Hear people talk. It's like either talking or arguing. I don't know. It sounds very communal. Yeah. I am Island Dragon. Enchanted Dragonfly. Are they calling for you? What's up, BBJ? Get a cat stroller? I know, right, Miss May? Yeah, Dragonfly. How are you? I'm okay. I'm just a bit tired. I like to go to a book
Pretty
store.
babies.
I'll look around and see what's up. That would be fun to do, don't you think so? Or like, in your opinion, is that something really boring?
Whatever it was, because I missed it. I was looking at my cats. Probably
Yeah, I've seen
boring.
that movie, yes.
And you're not going to do it
That's
anyway.
cute. Hey, great circle. Complimenting on my cheese. You're taking a bees break? Woohoo! Hey, you're beesing. The cat is crashed out.
The definition of beesing has changed an
Yes,
awful
we
lot
did
in the
know
last
that.
4 years.
Chapters need to go. Oh, look.
She might do a thrift store bees, but there'll probably be, oh no, music playing and, you know, the same old, same old.
Thrifties.
Never, never, never upload something that could possibly not earn her cash.
What is this? Ah, the cat is making biscuits. Whoa. Oh, sorry, honey. Sorry. Shit, I didn't know she was laying on that. How are you laying on that and on me? Honey?
Because you and the sofa are indistinguishable, texture-wise. Oh, she's so cute.
Really, Pumpkin? You'll have to let me know about them.
She's so cute.
Hi. Hi. What? Hi, Tinker. Tinker Stinker. The sushi fest? Yes.
5 minutes. Let's see how the
I
paint
had
has
sushi
dried.
in, like, I think I was there for like five minutes.
Black
like,
paint's
for
doing
15
really
minutes.
well.
Like,
Was put on thinner than the others though, so it had no advantage.
Was I getting to work? Who's Luke? No emotion. No, not at all. There are people who do not like doing stuff alone, I get it.
And you're one of them. But you don't like doing
I don't
stuff
have a
with
boyfriend.
people either.
I don't have a husband. I don't have children. You know? So, I'm here completely alone. With the cat.
Utterly.
And
Utterly alone.
that's it in this world.
By your own choice.
For friendships,
You had plenty of people around you
I
in
have some that I
Syria,
can develop.
and you hated
But
that
there's some
too.
that I haven't talked to in a while. That I need to talk to.
Bullshit.
I'm not supposed to date, but they'll come.
Date's a very subjective word. If you're really doing it properly, you're allowed to visit each other, but with parental supervision or supervision. You're categorically absolutely not allowed to be intimate in any way, shape or form. But you can still, you know, show interest and spend time together to get to know each other first, just not unaccompanied. Definitely no intimacy, and never being left alone at all until your wedding night. So there's that. Oh, and absolutely not taking off your hijab until you're married either. But you can date, it's just depends on your definition of dating, really.
You are? I'm divorced. So for me, eventually, I would love to find my family.
I hate the way she says she wants to find her family, as if she doesn't actually have family. She wants to create a bubble with an individual inside it and some pets that stay exclusively indoors. That's what she means by I want to find a family. She wants to create a convenient little owner-butler pet dynamic. But it's so insulting to her actual legitimate biological family for her to say things like this.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that for whatever reason. She's so chronically ungrateful.
No. Yeah.
Do you have to take your own pens and stuff for the exam?
I mean,
Mine's a
I don't know.
exam.
Oh, okay.
I
And they
think
provide
it's more
the...
of a cultural thing, and someone would say that they don't date, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You'll meet your forever person. That's right, yeah.
I hope that wasn't during an important bit. Probably not. It's foodie, after all. I might just keep it in for the giggles.
So, I have to just, you know, be diligent and work on improving myself and my life.
Right.
A visa cruise
Did
ship.
you know where your passport is?
That would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, well, you're right, Silver Cell, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, despite the early hours of Sunday morning, both my children are awake. We keep very peculiar hours in this household. We're semi-nocturnal individuals. I prefer incredibly early in the morning. They tend to prefer much later at night. At daytime, things are a bit quiet here.
It's illegal to date in some countries. Yeah, great circle, right? Yeah, it's pumpkin. Why not, right? I don't really have girlfriends, Ocean. I mean...
Because you don't like the competition. Because you view all other women as competition. Until they reach a certain age, I think. I don't know if it's 60s or 70s. But all women, in your opinion, are competition. You don't get on with women. You have nothing in common with the majority of women anyway. You like the attention of men. And that's all you want. Women, don't give a shit. Do you, darling?
I have a good girlfriend. Long distance. The ones I have a couple.
Bullshit.
It'll be okay. I'm ready to say we're true. Yeah, I still talk to Shannon. Oh, I should message Shannon. Oh, dear John. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. I'm so tired. I don't want to go to bed yet. What do I have? Do I have anything for munchies? I don't think so. What's happening? Okay, guys. I'm gonna go for now. I'm really tired. I'm like nodding off. Yeah, thanks, Marie. Thanks, dear dog.
I don't think the nodding off has anything to do with being actually tired, Foodie.
Dear. Sorry, I'm so tired. Yeah, I'll try to come tomorrow.
Oh God, I'm sitting in the same position as she is.
Good night, honey.
At least I'm upright
Good night,
now.
pumpkin. Goodbye, dear Milan. Would be Milan. Like baby. Oh, it is Milan. Falling asleep.
Why is Milan in her chat anyway?
Yeah.
Just
if you
an
do,
observation. I mean, he has every right,
I'm
but...
okay, Milan. I hope you are too. I was just getting off of here to go to bed. But come in anytime you want. Hope you're doing well. Is that really baby? Yes, I believe so. Well, that's good. Well, have a good night.
30 seconds.
Have a good night, everyone.
How's the paint
Thanks for having
doing?
me, Josie.
Oh,
But,
look.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Some of it dried. And she doesn't go off. Oh, there we go. Right. I survived. Hooray! Yay. Alright. See you guys later. And I'm so sorry. This is probably significantly more boring than it was meant to be. Bye!